What is up? Welcome back to another episode here of the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast. Thank you so much, everybody, for patiently waiting as we are patiently waiting for the guests to arrive. You guys already know, man, people like this, they got stuff to do, and we're just happy and fortunate to have them on the podcast. Can you turn that down, Rock?
Wow, that was loud. Sorry.
Yeah, we are just happy and fortunate that we have him on the podcast, and he is shortly to be here. Thank you so much to our sponsors that make the show possible. Big shout out to the one and only Mission Smog. Mission Smog in the city of Riverside. If you guys need to pass your smog check, please hit up Mission Smog. I've been sending people there nonstop, and I know they've been leaving with their paperwork. So make sure you guys hit them up. They work faster than an immigration lawyer because they get you the paperwork the same day. Right, Xavier?
The same day, baby.
Yeah, so make sure you guys check them out. Also, make sure you guys go to the one and only PacaloloFlies.com. PacaloloFlies.com. Get yourself a pair of glasses to protect yourself against the LED rays and save yourself some money at checkout. You know what I'm saying? Use the code word EZone BeRealTV. Also, make sure you guys check out the one and only Chiclets _ Los Angeles. They're back in full effect. No freaking problem with their page now. You know what I'm saying? There's no problem with the page, which is great. And I'm glad to see them back because, you know, hey, we worked hard fucking sending followers down that page. And that's a big community that we added on to. And you guys, you guys kept it right there. You guys knew what was going on.
I'm going to come.
Now, without further ado, what's going on across from me, XG?
What's up, dog? Thrilled for today, dog. We got 2 Indians in the building.
First time in
No, remember we had Neil?
Nah, that didn't count. That guy hangs himself from trees. He's a white guy.
I was like, I was gonna say Nitty was like, hold on, we don't claim you.
All I'm saying, having 2 of them here makes this the #1 Indian podcast in the world.
We're still the #1 Mexican podcast in the world, featuring 2 Indians today.
There we go.
It's the first Mexican podcast in the world to have 2 Indians.
I really love being a minority. It's a new rush for me, guys.
We also don't care when you throw out slurs as much. You know, I know you love to do it. It's great. I mean, off air, obviously. You know, no, I'm just,
what is it? Gran Torino is one of my favorite movies.
it's to be honest.
It's a really good
to
movie.
be honest, that is in my top 10 favorite movies because you know why? I cry at the end, bro. When the old man goes out
When
and
the
then,
old man plays martyr.
Yeah, dude.
He's just been a shithead his whole life.
I learned so many new swear words from
Dude,
that movie.
I tell everybody, I was like, I'm pretty sure Clint Eastwood
Fucking
made that
bread.
movie just so that he could run all of the insults, all the
ever
slurs he
learned.
knew.
Yeah.
He's like,
So
I'm going to make a movie, and I'm going to say every word.
Top 10 though, EZone?
I know, that's a little...
This is a good movie, man.
I mean, it is a good movie,
Everybody
but top
did that.
10.
dude, that movie's cold. It's just because Clint is just such a badass, bro. He's just legendary as it is. And then to top it off, bro, like it's just the script is just great, bro. Like
White man savior shit.
It's real. It's just like I can see that happening. You know, the man has a change of heart, bro. It's about redemption, bro. It's about cleaning his freaking plate, bro, and just leaving with something. You know, despite. See, I look at it deeper. He's leaving. He's cleaning his slate by what is it? Making right of his wrongs.
It's just a white guy learning to accept Asians.
It's
That's
just
what
a
that movie's about.
Just a white guy wanting to make everything about him at the end of it.
Because he went to war, right? He was in Vietnam or one
Killing
of those,
those
right?
same kids. He's
That's-
protecting now.
That's what I was saying.
Ironic, isn't it?
And not that you can't blame him, but when you go to war and you saw people like that shooting
You get
at you,
trained to hate. Yeah.
you can't blame. And then racism is racism, but you gotta sometimes be like, dude, that guy saw
wanna
people
go to
like
the
that
military.
shooting at him.
That's why you hate Guatemala. Deep down inside.
Guatemala's never shot at me.
Your ancestry.
He said you get trained to hate. I'm like, oh, the military. Yeah. Anyways, what's going on, Nitty?
What's going on, guys? Happy to be here. It's gonna be a dope episode. Fuck yeah, man. It's a great 2 a day. Second time at this fucking studio.
Hell yeah.
Let's fucking go. Well, you never left. Did you leave? You were here the whole time? That's a lot, dog.
That is a lot, bro. That's the reason I be waking up. Like I sleep, but you know, like my brain's not rested.
Yeah.
My brain's still thinking about. It's like, what's XG gonna mess up at tomorrow? Is Nitty gonna have topics? and I don't know what about rock, but something bothers me.
I was gonna say I'm the problem child. I just think it's romantic that you think about us, in between sleeping. Yeah, that's cute.
He's just sleeping and yelling. He's like, no. Stop.
He wakes
Headphones on.
He just wakes up from a cold sweat. He does one of these. He just goes,
Randomly shoot.
Yeah, get the fucking gun under your pillow like
his
Steven
girlfriend's got to
Seagal.
calm him down. No, Ethan, we're not live right now. We're not live.
Yeah.
What not is tomorrow.
Yeah. Three Eyes is not here right now.
I got no problem with the lives.
You can't ban him here. You're at home.
That's funny.
Oh shit.
I don't know. I try not to think about work as much when I'm at home.
Well, you know what you should think about? How you're gonna enjoy the Jurassic Park movie that I just saw.
Oh, was it good?
It is a fun movie.
Who's the guy in it?
I don't know.
Is there a Chris Pratt in there?
No. Scarlett Johansson is the main gal, and then I forget the other dude's name, but he was in like Luke Cage and stuff. But it was a good movie. It's I didn't want to pay money to see it, and I'm glad I didn't. But
Do you guys hit you up with it?
huh?
Do you guys hit you up for it?
No. Biz works at the Alamo.
Oh.
So yeah, we go on little movie dates.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
It's sick. Yeah.
Well, you brought it up, and I know he loves that shit, and I don't know if he's been to it, but you guys seen the 7-Eleven Jurassic Park theme?
I was gonna go this weekend.
Not yet.
It's
I mean, what is it different on the inside, or is it just crazy
they
on the
went
outside?
out. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they went all the way out.
It's in Burbank.
If you can pull it up, maybe Ray, they really went all out. They like decorated. It looks like one of the dinosaurs is coming out from the top. Inside's decorated, outside. Who knows how long it's gonna look that nice for though? No, it's 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven themed Jurassic Park, but they went all out. Like for me to bring it up, it's not just a mural. They have like
Just one 7-Eleven?
it's just that one 7-Eleven. They got collectibles. That's why I'm like surprised. Kinda, yeah, basically like that. They went all out. I gotta give it for someone who doesn't care about Jurassic Park. I was pretty impressed by that reel. I watched the whole thing. I was like, yeah. And then of course, Izo knows about it already.
I have seen it. I've told one of my camera guys to let's go because he
Oh,
enjoyed.
that's perfect. You're right.
Yeah, I was gonna go and then just
vlog
check it
it?
out. Yeah, like
nice,
there it
yeah.
is. It's that and
No,
yeah, I've
look,
seen all that,
see?
but they did stuff on the inside.
Yeah, but do you see the top? Like it's all. I mean, what more can you do?
Oh
It's a
wow, they got
7-Eleven.
posters on the inside. That's
Hey, what
cool.
more can you do? I'm about to say it's not a theme park, but the outside's nice. Wait up.
Y'all gassing
Not
it
worth
up.
visiting.
Yeah, you're gassing it up like it's a fucking thing. Like it's cool they got the dinosaur on the outside, but like
Ezone's going. It's that high. It's that.
I mean,
good.
I-
well, also this is
granted-
like E-Zone's childhood. Of course he's gonna go to this.
I mean, granted, I will go, but that's not. It would if I had to pay, I would definitely not pay.
Look, that looks cool. Look.
The Simpsons Quickie Mart was way better.
Well, that's because it was way easier to make a 7-Eleven into a Quickie Mart. You're trying to turn a gas station convenience store into Dinosaur Land.
Yeah.
Like it's like I said, it's one of those. You know what? I would say it's just like the movie. Cool concept, really fun, worth it to some people.
7-Eleven should have done it for Dallas Buyers Club. That would have made sense. Just
Give
a
you
bunch
AIDS
of
medicine?
Crackheads
Oh,
and fucking...
okay. You know which one
That's the one about the gay fool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you know which one would be good, honestly? The OG Cantina, the Star Wars one. You could do a 7-Eleven like that, and I think it would. I think you could pull
Disney
it off.
owns the rights to that.
Oh, do they?
It's not happening.
Why, they don't fuck with 7-Eleven?
No,
Yeah.
and they have it already at Disneyland Park, so you have to pay to get that experience. Why don't you look this way, Xavier?
No, because I already know what the fuck you're doing. Why are you like a little kid?
He doesn't even do it right, X. Don't be afraid of that.
I know he got all scared.
Yeah, do it. Do it. Do it. Fucking shoot. Shoot me.
Why I got two?
He has bigger guns there, dog. Look.
I got two little kids in front of me. One of them's pointing, and the other one's do it. Do it.
I was telling him to do it to me. I don't give a shit. I get to tag him back.
Yeah, he did that last time.
Yeah. Yeah, see? You just got to take your licks, man. You got to take it and you got to redish it out, dude. Let him hit you with the rubber band.
It doesn't hurt that much. But
does-
it's
There
just,
we
what
go,
if it
there
goes
we
in
go.
your eye?
There we
Well,
go.
that's why we all wear
there go.
sunglasses.
That's why I
This
just put
is-
on my sunglasses. Now
This
we can
isn't
play.
for fashion. This is because the show gets so fucking rowdy.
Your Mekos blockers.
Meckled blockers.
Yeah, that's what somebody said. Somebody said, I think I'm gonna win the nut shields The shield shades from Xavier. They called it something like that. They said the nut shield.
You called it that.
I did. I swear to God. I will post that shit on the group chat. And there was some fool. He was like, "Yeah, this fool has Mako visors or some shit like that."
I mean, homie, if you need something to
Leche blockers.
block to come your boyfriend's nutting into, then yes, these are pretty much good for that. I would say so. But if you want them, go comment on XG Marks the Spot.
Look, Ralph Roberts said the cub catchers. See, somebody. It was probably him. It was probably him, bro.
Are all glasses the cum catchers?
Not mine.
All glasses?
All sunglasses? If they're saying these are, then aren't all of them?
I think it depends on who's wearing
means
it.
it's gay.
I think it's because they look like shit that they would have though.
Honestly, like that thing you could hit with a squeegee. That is pretty.
That's what I'm saying. Like you could have a little like visors like.
A homeless guy stops at your car, just cleans your glass.
With the newspaper.
You got any change? Yeah, bro.
Bro, don't give me ideas. Don't give me fucking ideas.
Fucking just, Jesus Christ.
Cleans it with newspapers.
Yeah, get some fucking pink eye.
Fingerprint City. It is true, bro. You should at least clean them, bro, because right now they're like fucking like, hey, fool.
Fingers are dirty, bro.
Lick
Fingering
it.
some bitches.
Was Diddy touching those glasses? Like, damn, fool. Like,
He just got acquitted yesterday.
He's free, dog.
He OJ'd that bitch.
Yeah.
Diddy.
I saw that coming from a mile away, dude. They don't fucking. I don't know. I think R. Kelly is one of the only ones I'm like, oh, he actually got like fucking put away. Crazy.
He did.
because there was blatant. Oh, there's evidence for Diddy too. So.
Yeah, I was surprised but not surprised. But I mean, I guess they still got him on like prostitution transportation charges, which
crazy that if you move a prostitute from state lines, it's trafficking.
So what if we move XG to state lines?
can't
That's
go over
still
state
just
lines.
harboring a fucking.
You can't leave state lines anymore.
Oh, yeah, you can.
I don't know. You know what's crazy? My brother recently went he went to the airport. Like he went on a trip, fool, and they said you gotta have your passport if you don't have your real ID.
Yeah, facts.
I was like, what?
Yeah, if you don't have your real ID.
Yeah, I had to go. I had to go drop it off to him.
Do you have a real ID at XG?
No, you need some. I don't have a real ID. I have a regular California license.
You're like, it's real to me.
It's real to me.
So like, you can't really travel right now at all, huh?
Yeah.
Kind of on like state arrest.
Yeah. Cool here.
That's kind of wild. How you holding up? You doing good, man? I haven't seen you in a minute.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. You just get deported any day. It's not a big deal.
Damn, Rock's fucking Rock's white side just came out. He's like, yeah.
I mean, he's just playing it really cool. I've been worried about him the entire time. Like, I check up on you every once in a while. I'm like, do you need anything? Do you need me
Like
to?
30 years like this, you know, it kind of.
Yeah, it's just extra scary right
He
now.
puts the glasses on and then no one can see him.
I'm crying right now, Rocky. Leave me alone.
He's just fucking.
Leave me alone, Rocky.
He's like, I'm fine.
Rocky.
The
All my
dude,
friends are
the
gonna be
dude, the
here.
dude they created the file is Ashley's dad.
How fucked up it's gonna be when I'm watching you guys on Thursdays like, in TJ.
Typing in Spanish instead of the HAs, it's
Ja,
the
ja, ja,
JAs.
ja, ja,
Ja 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 ja.
No, vamos igual.
Just don't
He
say.
gets deported. He's
Yeah,
entering
you
the
guys
super
better,
chats.
you guys better fucking zoom me at least once a month.
I'll come visit, bro.
Can you say pizza?
Pizza.
Nah, you're deported. Come on, I'm trying to work with you on this. Pete's. Come on. P.
Rock sounded like he was gonna have a Dr. Phil moment and be like,
Get help.
like no, he was gonna be like, I'll marry you, XG. Papers. I want you to stay.
Do you think Diddy's gonna do interviews?
Yeah.
I don't know actually, because Diddy's he doesn't need extra.
He's gonna
money.
go to Nori's.
No, but he has to kind of explain himself. Do you remember R. Kelly tried to explain himself and then he started crying?
Yeah, but he was already. I don't know. I think he got off. Why does he have to explain himself? Like what?
Everyone thinks you boned all of hip hop.
Well, you know what? Well, and
That's
the
what
thing.
I'm saying.
Well, the thing is that going on a fucking apology tour after being acquitted is its own admission of guilt. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's probably gonna lay low for a minute, and then he'll probably come out with something in 5 years when the fucking dust is settled. Yeah, right now he's not gonna do
I think
that.
he's gonna OJ that instead of writing a book.
If I did
No.
fuck everybody in hip hop,
Instead of like, you know how OJ did the book If I Did.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
It isn't
if I
like-
did fucking
If I
rape
did
Justin
Baby Oil
Bieber,
You, if I did Baby Oil You, this is how I would do it.
no, I think
And then he
I think
tells
it's
you how he
I
would-
think it's understood that he baby. I don't think he has
sure.
to explain that anymore.
His book is gonna be called Nipple Cum.
If I was to blow up Kid Cudi's car,
If out of all the places that he would do an interview, he probably would end up doing it on No Jumper The reason I say that is because, like, Adam is the only one that would like he had somebody else bone his chick several times.
Yeah, of course. Adam 16 would interview Diddy.
I mean, bro, who wouldn't?
Me? You really would want this? You really think
PJ, you would do it in a heartbeat.
Would let Diddy sit right there.
We would do
You
it at
would do
Diddy's
it in a
house.
heartbeat.
We would do it at Diddy's house, of course.
B-Real wouldn't let Diddy in?
No,
I don't know about that.
Hell no, bro.
That's the thing. Well, B-Real doesn't.
I know he won't.
B-Real wouldn't need that
you better
publicity.
let some people that already walk in here in. He's not letting Diddy in here, dog.
Nah, but I feel like
I can get him to tinfoil on a Zoom episode.
See, that's what he's saying. He's over here. He's like, nah, bro. He's like, I want the fucking interview. Nah, bro. I would. Who wouldn't, bro? You're gonna want that interview. It's like for the fucking sake of the numbers, or for the, for just blow your shit up. You're just like, man, I was the person that interviewed him. Like, what's different than that? Than people are in 60 Minutes interviewing a mass murderer. So what were you thinking when you killed your victims?
that's what I was saying. I was like, yeah, you would interview him in a heartbeat.
No, but you're right.
Yeah.
But when you interview him, when you interview someone like that, you kind of can't have banter. You're not having fun with them. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, then don't have fun with him. Ask him questions.
This is a fun show.
Well, you can have some fun.
It's a fun show. We smoke, we talk shit. I'm not gonna sit and be like, well, do you feel bad? How did you feel when you hit Cassie? I'm gonna be like, oh, no, dog. What Cassie do? I want to ask good questions.
Yeah.
That is a good question. Not that what she did deserves
an
it. I just
explicit
wanna know
detail.
you
What did she do?
Can you tell
Yeah.
us some stuff that they didn't tell us about? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's that extra secret shit you've been up to?
What did you get away with?
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, he's not gonna say that, bro. It's like you think OJ and his deathbed. Like, I heard that he told his kids, like, I did it, just to get it out of his conscience. I think
Wait, OJ did do that?
I heard that was the case. Like, I heard that in his last moments,
His kids.
I like that his last moments.
But
he
you
just
won though,
poetically-
bro.
I killed that bitch.
Oh, I'm saying I would want to just like see. My thing is I wouldn't even feel like I need to do that. I'd just be like, nah, you guys just get to guess.
Live forever guessing.
Yeah, like fuck it. Why would you want to give it up?
We also don't know if it's true if he actually did say I did it.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I would do is if I was O.J. Simpson and everybody thought that I killed like a couple of people, and on my deathbed I really wanted to shake stuff up, I'd be like, I've actually killed 37 people.
Well, that's a lot of like serial killers, whatever. Once they already got life, they just start claiming bodies.
Yeah.
And then at one point, the cops start really connecting dots. They're like, "There's no way you were there. You weren't here because you were in Texas." And like, a bunch of serial killers just want to add
Just saying.
bodies to their number.
By the way, everybody that's waiting in the chat room, we do have Russell Peters coming.
He's 8 minutes away.
Okay, cool. So
Ocho
there you go.
mito.
So hey, man, this is a very busy guy. So hey, man, we're excited that he decided to join us here. Shout out to Nitty for making that happen. So he will be here shortly, and we're gonna get into the mix when Rock, when that happens. So
Settle down.
yeah, it will be a great
You guys
time.
are actually just getting a pre-show. This is the pre-ramble.
Yeah, did you ever go to the movies and
Pre-com.
watch the trailers?
Yeah, this is the trailers. Whose is this one? This is yours? What are you drinking on, E-Zone?
I'm drinking on this.
LAFC.
No, just play. I'm drinking on this 1800 LAFC tequila right here.
Really nice, actually.
Tequila. It's mixed with the sweat of the players.
I hope so. That's why it tastes
Bella's
so good.
tears. Yeah, but by the way,
Thank you.
who else is gonna be going to the Hello Kitty night on the 9th, dog? I will
Wait,
be,
on August 9th or July 9th?
July 9th. It will be
Fuck.
going down.
How much are tickets?
August 9th. They're different prices, but it's gonna be going down. If you're gonna be going, pull up. I will be at I will be there as I am in all the games, but it's gonna be going down, bro.
You can't. You
pretty
can't
gay.
say it's good. Why?
Pretty
What do
gay.
we got against Hello Kitty?
Pretty gay. It's pretty gay. It's kind of gay.
Oh, that part. I forget you don't like them.
It's a black and gold kitty too. It's tight.
That's fucking okay. I'm gonna find out more details on that later because that sounds lit.
You know, it's more white than it is gold, than it is black.
I don't give a fuck. I just want to go to Hello Kitty night.
Well, Hello Kitty is fucking white, bro.
I'm just saying.
You like Asian girls?
Love them.
That's your night.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at his.
Kitty, soccer, football.
Oh, and there's rumors that we're gonna get one of the best Korean players into the team. So it's probably about
Is
to be.
Hello Kitty Korean?
No.
Who is it? Is it Sun?
Japanese.
I don't know. I saw the rumors. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
It's Sun, bro. That's.
Money, please.
I hope that made it on the thing.
Yeah, but it's one of the top. I couldn't pronounce his name. I was like, how the fuck do you say that? But it was a big deal.
You know what I'm excited about that Hello Kitty game? We're going to those 6 seats.
Oh, that's the only reason you want to go, bro.
Hell yeah.
Nitty's excited just because there's unlimited food. Nitty's about to
Unlimited
pocket
food.
20 hot dogs in his pocket.
What's up with the food thing?
Unlimited food.
The seats that we got at the top.
unlimited.
I'm gonna crash y'all seat for a minute.
Unlimited
know if you
large
can.
boxes of
I'll
candy.
figure it
dog.
out.
Like we live in a rich neighborhood on Halloween.
Yeah, king size candy bars.
Yo, Nitty took
sneak me some food,
so
dog.
many fucking candy fucking cases last time.
Let's go.
Hey, you know what though? This time we should buy the clear bags from the outside and walk into the stadium with
Empty?
it and then just fill them
Fuck
up.
out. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. And we'll have snacks in here for our guests.
Sound like my mom.
Shut up, bro.
Llévate la ketchup.
Yeah, bro,
Llévate la
like-
ketchup. Llévate la mustard. Like, mom,
Bro,
like, it's
they're
not a
fucking
restaurant.
big ass fucking boxes. We paid for it. What do you mean if it's free? Yeah, I was like, we're paying for the fucking ticket.
That's so sick.
Yo,
up there,
not
man.
to not to bring the mood down, but
Somebody said
Not to bring the mood
Somebody
down.
said these fools are faded, talking over Russell Peters.
We're gonna be fucking wasted by the time he gets here.
that's what we should have done. We should have told him that Nitty was Russell Peters.
Somebody gonna listen real good.
No, but like not to bring it down, but like R.I.P. to that soccer player that passed away in the car accident.
Oh yeah,
that's sad, bro.
What was he? 26,
29.
29.
No,
brother.
26. I think he was 26. Yeah, with his brother, and they were moving from Spain. So just
midnight.
man, careful.
Who was
out there.
driving?
I don't know. I didn't look into it, but careful out there.
Paul
I mean,
Walker.
it happens to everybody, but that's sad, bro. That's like, damn.
Okay, now how do you
know
want
what
to bring the
sucks?
mood back up?
You know what sucks? I mean, not that it'll bring the mood back up, but
Just to keep it sadder.
that's a player. What happens to that contract? Because Liverpool paid for millions of dollars for him. Fool's dead. Do they have insurance on that?
Of course they have insurance.
Yeah.
100%.
That's what agents and the whole
Everything's
corporations is all
insured.
about for.
If they're anything you pay that much money for, you're insuring.
That's an investment, bro. That's
No, I
like getting
believe
a
it.
racehorse and then it dies. You're gonna like it's secured, bro. Like you're like, hey, bro, you told me it was healthy, paperwork. All. What do you mean the horse had a stroke? I invested $1 million into this shit. Yeah, it's like if a car it's like if a race car has a malfunction.
Oh, you're right.
And everything's supposed to be top tier, bro. Come on, bro.
No,
like you're gonna get cashed the fuck out,
I'm just not thinking because I've also heard like
especially by Liverpool.
what that I'm not thinking. Yeah, I'm not.
I love it.
But the reason I say that because when a team buys you, they can tell you to stop doing like riding a motorcycle. You're their property. You get hurt, you can't do that.
But
anymore.
this fool wasn't Paul Walkering it, bro.
No,
he was
no,
just
no, I know that.
driving a normal car.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying when like what's his name?
Paul Walker.
Like people that do like extreme sports, once you could like sign a contract, they're like you can't go snowboarding.
Yeah, you only do our extreme.
You only do whatever the fuck we signed you for because you can't
Even
go
if
get
you're
hurt.
in the NBA, you can't go and do crazy things without getting permission first.
Like wakeboarding.
Can you imagine
Getting in
that?
trouble for
Anything you do,
wakeboarding
you gotta
during.
get
I really want to
everything
go
clear.
out on the water. Am I allowed to do that?
That sucks.
Yeah, that is wild. But you know what? That paycheck doesn't suck.
You're right.
Yeah, I think that's a fair trade-off.
Even the shittiest player gets like $200,000-$300,000.
Dude, I would love to be a bench player. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you know what? The fools on the bench, I always see them run on the side, and I'm like, for the
That's
stuff that they
life.
gotta do, I'm like, I wouldn't mind that job.
Yeah.
I
Bro,
was
all
like,
they got to do is stay in shape. They're not the ones getting hurt. They're not the ones fucking up their contract and
Yeah,
shit.
but,
They just get to have like a nice life, make a fucking 6-figure check, and like stay in shape.
give it
Just
up
be
for the
ready.
bench, Ray. Put the round of applause,
No,
man.
careful.
No, what do you mean? No, give it up for the bench.
Soccer benches don't make baller money. Soccer players don't make baller money. There's caps.
Well, you're on the
Baseball-
bench. You're not supposed to be getting LeBron or fucking Vela.
Oh, but
money.
you're
No,
gonna
but
get
when
a 6-figure check. Then you're not making $90,000
Dude,
as a
I'm
fucking.
guarantee you, there's a lot of players in like these weak ass
Prove
MLS
it.
teams that are not making 6 figures. The only sports you do is like NBA, MLB, NFL. Those even people on the bench are living really wealthy. But soccer
That's what I'm saying,
players,
yeah.
it's
You don't
not
think
that.
so even for
No,
soccer?
No, not the bench players. MLS ain't bringing in as much money as we think.
You don't think so?
Not as much as they should be. Like not
Teams
about
are
like
losing money.
No, they're definitely not losing money. But like
Nah, bro, the fools are getting paid a lot of money, bro. You got big organizations behind. You got big banks and big money behind it, bro. You got BMO, a bank that fucking pays for the stadium to
Like,
have that
there's
shit.
no way anybody-
We're the first $1 billion club in the MLS, the LAFC.
Okay, what did I just say?
And then what happened after that? San Diego said, "Nah, bro, we hired the investors and we're billion plus." So it's just like it's getting there, but it's just
no, but like I just said, LAFC, yeah, but I'm talking about
Ooh, six figures ain't shit to pay the bench though.
No, but I'm talking about the team in Nebraska. The team that can't fill
Yeah,
up
I see
stadiums.
it. I see it.
Yes, the LAFC, we're blessed.
that's what we were
show up.
referring to.
No, I'm saying not every player in the bench in the MLS is leaving.
Oh, 100%. Like if you play for like the last place team, I mean, with the exception of Galaxy, because they're probably still getting a good salary because they were champions last year. But you know,
rough, yeah.
like if you're like not 15th place, but you're 14th place, 13th place, and all that stuff, you're for sure not getting the prime of the cream of the creme unless you got some all stars in that league, and like that person can't on that team, and that person can't carry the whole team.
Yep.
Straight up. Yeah. You know what? Let's read the super chats real quick while Russell pulls up.
Oh, what up, Cali Blaze?
What happened?
Cali Blaze is in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Say what up.
Yeah, what up, Cali Blaze? Yeah, but Russell should be pulling up right now, and we will have him on here right now, and then we'll get into the mix. That way Russell can see it, and let's read some of these super chats right away. DJ Will J says DJ Will J 99. Shout out to you, Will. Thank you for super chatting.
Homie.
Shout out to the homie. Pull up next time we invite you, dog, to come on sit in there.
Last time you had him on, it was some weird topics.
I know, he showed me this shirt he's trying to make. I'm not going to get into it. Nah, it's going to get us demonetized.
I haven't even seen it. That's how bad.
Next one comes from D Mosley. Sends $100. Says, much love, same team, fellas. Hey, we got a hand clap for him.
Thank you, homie.
That fool did a double play.
Straight up. Kevin Butler says, E-Zone, how do I claim the weed I won? By DMing me, not super chatting. But thank you for your super chat. Yeah. Tupac. XG's anniversary ROM from a DUI. Pórtense bien, Liberty.
Yeah, we'll get the DUI is 4th of July. Tomorrow. Pórtate bien. Get your lady to drive. Get your wife to drive. Get an Uber.
Oh, that's what he meant. He said that's what you're toasting for.
Huh?
He said that's what you're toasting for. He says para el aniversario de tu DUI.
It's been 10 years.
Fucking assholes, bro. They don't let you live nothing now.
Nothing, I know,
They don't
bro.
let, they remember everything bad that happens to Xavier, bro. I didn't even remember that's what he had got in his DUI years ago, but somebody in the chat room fucking knows it's that time. XG's DUI to that 10-year anniversary.
He's due for it.
I was 19 and this fool remember.
Bro, and he
Due
said
for a
10.
Dewey.
He said 10 years have gone by. Échale, toma. What the fuck, bro? That's some diabolical shit. What you mean, love you? That's like, hey, remember when you got AIDS? Fucking, it was March 4th, fucking 1992. It's been fucking.
You know what's funny?
People who hate are secretly in love.
Hey, you know what's funny? E-Zone would be that guy. When you tell him you have AIDS, he will remind you every year. Dude, remember a year ago you told me you had AIDS? E-Zone would be that guy that reminds you every year he told you had AIDS. Remember when you told me, dude?
Yeah.
Remember when you told me you had AIDS and how you got it?
This is why. Remember when Rock is like, remember when you told us you were comfortable wearing a dress and now we bring it up all the time?
Every time.
Let him down. Live it down. Everyone, we are going to get into Rock Samson's DJ mix right now because we have the legendary Russell Peters pulling up in the house today, which is great, and I'm excited. We have so many questions. He's blessing us with his time. Might smoke cigars. I don't know. But we're making this happen for y'all. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, hit them super chats. We appreciate you guys so much for that, man. Put it on the couch. Put it on the couch, fool. Yeah, but yeah, we'll get into the closeout right now. I saw you literally try to put it in between the space in the window. I'm like, bro, you can't put a rolling train there. You ready, Rock? Oh, yeah. Wow. We are going to get into this mix right now. Like I said, hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. Hey, I don't know. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I might give away a pair of supporter tickets to the LAFC game, bro. I don't know. I might do that next week for y'all. Stay tuned. I don't know, but you guys got to run this episode up. You guys got to run this episode the fuck up. And it's gonna. You guys got to run the comments up. And so I'm going to pick somebody out of the comments to win a pair of tickets to the Hello Kitty night. It's going to be such an epic time. You know what I'm saying? You ready, Rock? Let's get into this Rock Samson mix. Everybody enjoy it. We'll be right back with Russell Peters. What is up, everybody? Thank you for joining us here on the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast and enjoying that little extended break. Number one, a round of applause for Rock Samson for doing that live mix, as he always does.
That shit was dope. I couldn't hear it until I put the headphones on. Otherwise, it just sounded like somebody's thumb hitting the table.
And that voice you're hearing is the one and only legendary Russell Peters joining us here on the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast.
Hi, guys.
You feel like you're like the kids' table and shit?
Nice. I feel like, at the wedding, like, go sit with the kids, see how they're doing.
See how they're doing.
See what their future hopes are. Shit on their dreams.
I mean, you were talking about a couple things off air. I mean, Rock, I know you had a few questions before we get XG up in here. You want to?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. I got it. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, dude. I actually saw he's doing some scratches, man. Do you still do that?
I still cut. 40 years now I've been DJing.
Hell yeah.
I was listening to that. I go, fuck, I would cut over that. That shit sounded dope.
It's funny because I saw a couple of your videos, and I think the one that I saw that I was like, fuck yeah, that he's for real about it. You were using a Super Scratch Seal record.
Super, yeah, Scratchy Seal. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got all
Fucking
that
Qbert.
shit.
Yeah.
Scratchy Seal, Booger Breaks, Dynamic Toad Cuts, or whatever the fuck.
I think one of my personal favorites was the Hee Haw breaks. It was
I have the Hee Haw Breaks.
Yeah,
That was a
okay,
good
you
one.
get it. Bro,
Yeah.
you got to come through and do some cuts sometime, man.
Hell yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the Hee Haw Breaks where they drew it with a pencil.
Dude, and I just like, okay, so you still play with some vinyl and stuff, or do you
Mm-hmm.
do exclusively just the laptop stuff now?
No, I do Serato, but I have a stack of. I mean, I've been DJing since '85, so I started on vinyl. That's all I know.
He has a club in his house.
That's sick.
Yeah,
mean,
is
I
it,
have a-
is it that same room you were DJing out of COVID? I remember you like.
No, that was my other house. I moved, but I got an ill DJ room in the house, a little hip hop room, a little shrine.
That's so fucking rad. One of my favorite records to bust out, because I originally started on vinyl as well.
Yeah.
And I did that for like 7 years, and then finally upgraded to the laptop stuff, and then now this.
You got the gold knobs on yours.
I got it like that. I got it gold. I just got
Oh, really?
lucky. Yeah. So it was a super fortunate thing. I was like, that was the one I wanted. Just happened to be at the Guitar Center down the street from me, and so that was my.
Is that the one that has an analog sound to it too?
A little bit. I haven't played too much with the internal sounds on it.
You got to tune it for that.
Because I was gonna say what I use it for mostly is like what you just saw. I'll go online and I'll either.
Did that record, by the way, that beat?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Not just here to you.
I mean, it's on YouTube, so yeah.
No, I mean, did you record it on your?
Oh, on there?
That's
No.
not an MPC, right? Was it?
Yeah, no, but I don't. I treat that kind of like a turntable. So it's like I'll have the bottom 8 banks is always going to be percussion, kick, snare, toms, all that jazz.
Like, mixes
And-
get stored for sure. So like every time on YouTube, it stays up there. I mean, like, you can actually get the audio if you wanted to, because obviously it's connected to the input.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's actually recorded. I don't think he has an SD card in there.
Oh no, I do. But I guess
set on record.
the thing is that yeah, if you're going to record on this, I feel like I would need to know the BPM for these samples before I get in there and stuff. And I get a little weird with it. I like to
It won't
switch
lock.
up.
It won't lock on you.
I think the problem is that I'll do something. It's like, let's say it's 70 BPM.
Let's never say it's 70 BPM.
Let's say it's
Let's go to
71.
95.
Okay, 95.
That's where I'm at.
Well, I was gonna say my thing is I can do something and I can do like a cool halftime drum set or whatever.
Yeah.
But then if I get a sample that hits just right and it's not necessarily on the kick or the snare, it's not on any of the counts, you can manipulate that and bring it to a completely different BPM that's not halftime or double time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll get really weird.
Will it
and
stretch it?
it's not stretching it. It's just me finding a weird play. Like, okay, so Whoop, there it is. That's one of my favorite songs to play with.
Side note: these guys have no fucking clue what we're.
Yeah, I
talking
know.
about.
I'm like,
Nah,
that's
it's great.
We're in
what-
nerdy. We're in nerdy DJ world right now.
It is the most quiet I've seen either of them.
Well, because I mean, I told you at the beginning, I was like, "Hey, man, the questions that you're probably gonna ask, I was like, get it out of the mix." I'm like, because you're gonna be able to talk this DJ language that we have nothing about. It's like when I hear him talk about photography and filming, I'm like, I don't fucking know about megapixels and shit, bro. Just make it look good.
What the fuck is a JPEG?
Me and Kenny Powers are talking about.
Yo, I'll take that all day. Let's go. You caught me on a rare day where I have sleeves.
Kenny Powers wishes, dog.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't know, man. I can't. I got to bow down to the greatest mullet ever. But no, I was gonna say I could pre-record. I could record into this.
You're sticking an SD card in, right?
Yeah, but the problem is like I said, the way that I also produce like on Logic and stuff like that, so I'm like a huge like stickler for like quantitizing and making sure everything's like snapped in and perfect and blah blah blah.
fair.
With this, I'll be doing some beats that are 95, I'll be doing some that are 70 or 140. Like it just goes all over the map, and so I haven't really explored that aspect of it because also most of the time, anytime I do a show like this, it's being recorded like on YouTube or
So
like
you're good either way.
yeah, I can always go and get my sounds back.
So you get booked like as not just like a comedian. Are you like Shaq, where you get booked like to DJ since people know like you're a big like hip hop? Because you be knowing all the hip hop homies like Psycho Les. I do the Dr. Grintham podcast as a co-host, but Psycho Les does it as well.
Yeah, I know.
And I know that he hangs out with you a lot, bro.
Yeah,
like
Les.
every time he runs into you.
Yeah, I invited him and Luis. I mean, Be Real over on Father's Day, but they didn't fucking show up.
Well, I think B's on tour.
He was home.
Oh.
And I was like, just come by after.
Well, I've
I
been
invited Lester and Luis.
I know Lester-
LL tour.
I like that you know him by their like real name. Nobody ever calls B Luis. Yeah. Yeah, like nobody ever calls him like
Sure, his
Lou-
mom does.
Yeah, or did, you know.
Yeah,
That's
or
what-
dad
yeah.
does. So one of his parents does or does.
Yeah. That's Rocky, you got another one before we switch off with XG?
Well, I know that you're. hurry up! Get off the table. No, I was gonna say. I know you're big on hip hop and stuff like that, and like hip hop culture. Like, do you fuck with sneakers at all? I didn't get to see what you were rocking on the way in. So
I always buy the
automatically, bro.
Air Max ones. That's
He's a comfort man, dude. Let him have his comfort.
I didn't say not to wear Air Force One or Air Max. The
actually
original
not
Air
that
Max ones are sick.
but they look real good. They're nice and sleek and
You say Air Max?
Air Max ones.
Yeah, I feel like Nike shoes that look like comfortable, they're not.
Dude, the Vapor Max, the most uncomfortable. I have a pair of the off
Those are
white.
the ones that squeak when you wear them.
Dude, yeah, and they got
Ones
the
that-
fucking jelly bottoms on them. Yeah,
And
you-
every step, ring, ring, ring. It's like wearing fours.
It's-
Those patent leather fours would do that same shit.
it's like the SpongeBob episode with the boots. But what was I gonna say? Well, okay, so you got your Air Maxes on lock. Do you have any Grails, like a pair that like?
I have a bunch of threes.
Ooh,
and a
what's
bunch
your-
of ones?
Well, okay, I'm a ones and a threes guy. What's your favorite pair of ones that you own?
The ones, I got those baby blue denim-y looking ones.
Oh shit! You
You know the ones I'm talking about.
are they denim or are they suede nubucks?
Suede nubuck, but it looks like denim the way they
It's
brushed
the
it.
turbo blues. Yes, yes. Okay, I know that. And then for your
I haven't worn them yet. I've
Nah?
had them for like 2 years now. I haven't worn them yet.
What's the occasion that you'll pull?
I don't know.
it's hard
Maybe
to
tomorrow for fucking
fuck yeah. America Day.
for America Day.
America.
I always like to wear the Chicago's and the Game Royals at the same
I
time.
try running Chicago right now.
Yeah, they're the lost and founds. I do have a pair of 2013 Chicago's, but I try not to wear those as
And
much
then I
anymore.
got the threes when they first brought back the Nike Air ones, the white with the cement.
Are you talking about? Okay, so are you talking about the Justin Timberlake joints with the swoosh on the side that's all white, or are you talking about just the white cement
Got
threes?
the black swoosh on it.
Oh, the Tinkers. I have those too. That's
The OG ones.
yeah, because it was based off the original design that Tinker Hatfield presented.
The amount of shoes that Rock has though is just insane though. I mean, it's
a little over 100
it's
pairs.
it's a little bit.
Yeah, I think I'm about there, somewhere like that.
I think for me,
Closet?
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
I have a video of my closet.
I want to see this. I was gonna say, okay, so for me, I think the pair that's on my feet right now is my absolute favorite pair. The Chicago's is just a classic. I think the rarest pair that I have, I can't really wear them because, you know, Kanye's kind of dug himself a deep hole. But I have two pairs of the Kanye Yeezy 2s, or the Nike Yeezy 2s.
I never really fucked with any of the Yeezy shit because I was always like, that shit looks mad goofy to me.
You know, my thing is, man, I grew up on Mega Man, so you give me a big fat ass boot, like I think that shit looks tight. But you know, I also respect that it's not a sneaker for every occasion.
Yeah, I could never. You know, what's funny is I'm friends with the guy, Omar. What's Omar's last name? He was the head designer for Yeezy.
Get the fuck out. When he was
Omar Bailey.
Omar Bailey, and he was with like the Adidas line, like when he was in his Adidas days.
Yes, he
Yeah.
was there. He was the guy doing all the designs for Ye.
Damn.
And he said Ye was very involved.
Yeah, that's what it seems like, man. The whole thing bums me out.
It wasn't like we're gonna do this and you're gonna okay it. He was pretty involved.
Yeah.
I would have thought you would have been like a big like hype chaser with like the like the Yeezys because everybody was like on them.
This shit was whack. I don't do what everybody does.
You shouldn't. No.
That makes you a little boring and predictable.
Funny enough, I got into like the Adidas Yeezy stuff. I want to say like 6 years after it had already been running. I was just like, when it first came out, I wasn't really into like the knit sneakers, but the 700s, that is the most comfortable shoe I've ever worn. But, you know, again,
I do, and I fuck with Air Force Ones too.
Hell yeah. I prefer the all classic.
Like a rapper does though. You seen how like rappers be buying them shits like and just tossing them out? They're like the super most disposable shoes.
Oh, it's the
Oh, yeah,
Dixie
they
cup
are.
of sneakers, dog.
Yeah.
You get one
Here,
pair
watch.
of.
There you go.
Let me see that. Hold on. Okay, this is my live reaction to this shit. Let's see. Show me that fucking sneaker closet.
Scan past it already? Might have to rewind.
No. I found it. Yeah, so you got fucking.
That's only one wall. There's 3 walls.
Yeah, dude. My wall isn't that impressive, but like, okay, hold on, pausing. Okay, so I see some good 11s in there. You got the fucking black cement 3s.
And there's more in there now because I was on tour when I took that. Somebody took the video for me.
You're like,
So I
let
had
me
shoes with me.
let me see my babies real quick. And then you got the fucking you got a really sick collection, man. Hold on, let's see. Let's press play some more. Yeah, you got a lot of repeats on the 3s. That's sick. And then I see the turbo blues up there. Yeah, this is dope,
Rock's
man.
all hard right now.
No, it's just I don't get to talk to
Hard as
people
a
about
rock.
this very often, man. And then I see some Pumas in there. Okay, and some Adidas.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you got some variety, man. Yeah, I think ones is the pair that I have the most of. I got 30 pairs of ones and then like 6
That's
pairs
part
of
of the wall.
3s.
Jeez, that's
It's
yeah,
gorgeous.
It's like definitely MTV Cribs is. Hey, one more time, give it up for Rock Samson in the mix before we let the co-host XG come up in the mix, up in here. Appreciate
XG,
you,
come
Rock.
ask your mediocre questions.
You know what's?
That's a better shot.
That is very nice.
I remember your MTV Cribs when you were.
I did 2 of them.
I remember the one you were eating pancakes with the big titty woman, and you're about like before you showed your house. It was like you were in LA. I don't. And then we come
Was
into
that
the house.
porno house set?
You walk in, there's a bunch of comics. Ron Jossel sitting on the couch.
Oh, that was the Studio City house.
That was pretty crazy.
Russell, this is my other brown co-host.
I met him
XG.
before.
Yeah, I met him through George. I've seen him,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh yeah, that's right. You know, you were the. What? Is it true that you were the first person to give George like a hookup after he got out of jail?
Yeah, and I would take care of him while he was in jail.
Damn, he didn't mention that. That is, I mean,
As-
well, I
as-
mean,
George has.
no, well, I mean, I
George
didn't hear
has
that
that,
side
yeah.
like myself, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that he's mentioned it because you lived with George for a while.
Maybe Russell remembers this. I wasn't gonna bring it up. Do you remember performing at the Improv and some waitress that was serving us at the green room mentioned losing a purse? And then that was Friday night. And Saturday night, because you're a good guy, you came and you brought a brand new purse to her, and she was so stoked. And that was like my first impression of you. And I was like, dude, this is a nice guy. But she was just complaining about how someone stole her purse the night before at the club.
Oh, damn.
And I don't know. I mean, it was just like.
I don't remember that, but it's a really nice thing to do.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
How
I'm
hot
there
was
with
she,
George,
XG?
huh?
How hot was
She's
she,
pretty
XG?
cute. I mean,
That could be the main reason.
I'm like, that's very like, I was like, so it's not just Drake, bro. It's just like a Toronto thing. It's like,
Yeah, it is.
you just buy a girl a purse,
Well,
and
see,
it's like, that's it, bro.
Drake grew up with money, so for us, it's like we know what it's like to not have money and then have somebody steal your shit. Now you're out twice.
Yes.
So-
Fuck.
Hey, everybody,
If
we
it was a
told
rich bitch, I'd be like, fuck you, bitch. Go buy another one.
Nah, she was a server. You know, she
By the way, we told everybody on the podcast that Nitty was bringing his dad to work today.
I am. I'm getting fucking high from you guys.
Thanks for coming, Pop.
How do you even? Is the Canada comedy scene really like a tight knit thing, bro? Because I feel like Nitty's tapped in with everybody out there, and it's like such a. I mean, I guess it could happen out here, but like out there, man, like I feel like you were. This is I'm quoting you when you're like, not too many people pop out of Canada. You know, it's not as easy to like kind of do it as compared to LA.
You get stuck there. There's not really an industry there. There's like 2 networks. You know, I don't know, man. There's not.
Well,
you can't really grow unless you
It's
pop
not
off.
that. It's also like, it's like growing up in the hood. You get stuck in a cycle where everybody's thinking the same way and doing the same shit. And if anybody wants to step outside of that, you're gonna get mocked and ridiculed by everybody in the hood. This motherfucker thinks he's good. No, you're gonna get out of here, move somewhere else, motherfucker. And then it's the same thing with the Canadian comedy scene. If you start thinking bigger than these gigs,
Like crab mentality.
yeah, and they're like, oh, so who do you think you are?
Yeah.
You know, I dealt with all that shit coming up. But Nitty, I didn't even know until he moved out here.
Yep.
Because people said,
way.
hey, our guy's coming out there. You look out for him. I said, all right.
And he did.
You are that guy that does that for a lot of people in Canada too, man. My first, I haven't met you like face to face. I've only met you through like, you know, like brief interaction with Rouse,
Right.
with the Comedy Store, because that's my first Canadian person that I've
Yes,
ever met. Like
he's
that
very
became really
Canadian.
friends. I mean, it could definitely make your crazy. He's a crazy Canadian to me, bro, because that guy.
But his accent is so Canadian.
Yes.
Russell,
But Rouse is just such a whole crazy human being.
Oh,
man.
he's
you get this? Okay.
Heavy metal at fucking 2 a.m.
not even heavy metal, death metal.
Yeah, death fucking metal. This guy's over here. He's putting these fucking glue things in his nose. And he's like, check this out. It just rips all his nose hair. And I'm just like, bro, what are you doing, bro?
Are you as close
It's
as
like
I am?
living with Jackass, bro. Like, just
He is just like that.
Yeah.
He lived at my apartment for a whole week. But are you as close as I am to Rouse? Because he sends me pictures of Michette Whiskers.
Oh, no, I don't let him
you
do
get
that. I've
those?
known
You
him,
block him?
I've known him 30 years.
He won't do it to Russell?
He doesn't do that to
Enough
him,
respect?
bro.
Okay, well, yeah,
I've known him 30 years.
Oh, dude, this guy to this day, randomly, I'll get a picture of some shit whiskers with some girl who ate butt, and he loves to send it to just to ruin
Boomer
your day.
Phillips asshole.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
at least
and
he respects you enough.
Yeah, when he had Scat Chat. Remember he had Scat Chat? It's just him shitting off of bridges and shit.
Fucking Rouse.
Yeah, that's
It's crazy is that he's 54 years old and he's still doing that.
Oh, he
That's
looks
all.
great for 54. I mean, for how old he
Yeah,
is, he
yeah.
looks young. The
He's
other
a
day when he told me,
vampire,
I was
bro.
like,
He's the
oh,
man,
he's
though.
a vampire.
He's always
the
looking
original
out.
Nosferatu.
He looks like Nosferatu.
Yeah, he's the original Nosferatu, bro. Because I didn't know he was bald till he took his hat off, and I was like, bro, you're like a skull with skin.
I know him long enough where I knew he had hair.
Oh,
I have
damn.
pictures of him with hair in here somewhere.
If it wasn't for that guy, we wouldn't be here right now.
Dude, and he-
Yeah,
fucking love
straight
that
up
guy.
though, man. Shout out. I've ended up in this building or like the connections with like the weirdest way, bro. Like the way I got my job here, it would have never happened if it wasn't for Raskaz. Like hip hop fucking legend, bro.
Raskaz texted me today, I think.
Bro, then that is the universe right there, just doing this thing, bro.
Today, he texted me this morning, Grand Rising, and I just happened to be awake. And I'm never awake that early.
Bro, before I worked here, before I even got an internship here,
From Carson?
what I was doing Uber at the time, bro.
Oh, but you're not from Carson.
No, I'm from South Central.
Never heard of it.
So,
How did you survive?
I had a
how to
mom.
survive
I
in South
had a mom
Central.
that didn't let me gangbang. You know that it's a good way of.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah. So I met Raskaz while giving him an Uber ride, and I had the interview the next day. And he was getting to know me as I took him to go buy a Gucci belt in the Crenshaw Mall and all this stuff. I was running his errands, bro, and he was just telling me I didn't know who the fuck he was, bro. If I'll be honest.
He's
'Cause
one of the dopest MCs from the West
Like
Coast.
I knew, but I didn't really know because I wasn't paid. I was just like, I just picked up this customer. Let me just drive him around. And at the end, he was like, I was like, what are you doing tomorrow? And like, he's like, what do you got going? I'm like, yo, I just graduated from college. I'm trying to get this internship at this place called Be Real TV. He's like, those are my mans. And he's like, you know what? He's like, you've been cool. I'm gonna do you a solid. He calls the person that gave me the interview. I didn't believe it, bro. I was like tripping. I was like, you gotta be getting punked, bro. This is a trip. Like, cause how the fuck? What are the chances of that, bro? I'm just doing Uber or Lyft. And he calls up, talks to the dude who gave me the interview. He's like, yeah, it's my little bro. I need you to tell B that he's good with me. So any problems, call me back. I'm like, bro, you don't even know me. I could be a mass murderer. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even know me. And then he
You may be a mass murder, but you're a good driver.
So yeah, Raskaz got me the job here in a sense, bro. So like, it's weird how
Without a reference, right?
like he didn't even know me like
Yeah.
that for make that kind of reference. But he was just like, you know what? After getting to know you, you seem like you're a good dude. He's like, you went to college. He's like, this seems like a right fit. You got a BA in communications. He's like, this is a radio kind of thing. He's like, go do it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's weird. The universe will place you in the right opportunities, bro. And like everybody that I've met in the comedy scene, especially in Canada, like they always say that you're like that person that.
Rouse back with hair.
Oh my God,
Oh.
I gotta find. I have another picture of Rouse with blue hair.
dude. He seems like the guy who
Who would have blue hair? For sure.
And that's me with a fuck ton of hair.
Look at that. Split right down the middle.
Split down the middle, son.
Oh
But that's how it goes,
I
yo.
never seen you with hair. Like,
Yeah,
This
no,
guy
I
never
have
took
hair,
me
just
on the
not
road
that
either.
much.
He's never seen me before you took me on the road. That day, the first day you met me, he's like, how's it been going? I'm like, pretty shitty. He's like, give me your phone. He took my phone and just started adding dates to it. Same shit.
I look out for the kids, especially the Indian kids.
Hell yeah.
you know, the fact that you bring that up, it brings me to one of the things that I was thinking about. I'm like, I gotta ask him this. You're like the mellow man ace of comedy in your own ethnicity.
Except for not being Cuban.
I mean, but like what I mean is like mellow man ace because I
you
work
being a
with
mentiroso right now?
I work with him too on the Green Thumb podcast, and he was the it kid for the Latinos first, right?
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean?
Before Kid Frost.
Before that. So he was the one who got it first, and I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like with the exception of who's the guy for Parks and Recs, Aziz or whatever. Like, and he was, you know, I mean, like he wasn't on your level. You know what I mean? Like he caught traction for like I'm 35, and you know what I mean. Like that was one of the things where I saw him come up, but I don't feel like he put on for like the Indians, like you on like a pit bull level. So you know where he's like Mr. Worldwide, and you're like the it kid from like not just the Indians, but just coming out of like Toronto, man. And I feel like is that like you've like embraced that and given a lot of like bones to like a lot of people, man. And I feel like it comes back tenfold for you, bro. Like
you can't take it with you, right? And I had so many people be dicks to me when I was coming up, and that was unnecessary. Like if I did something to you to make me to be a dick, I'm like, all right, fair, I did something. But they were just gonna be a dick, unsolicited, man, fuck you. And I was like, all right, I'll be cool to everybody until you show me a reason not to be cool to you.
Non-consent dick.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. You have been, man. You're the best, bro.
Keep talking.
No, it's one of those things. I mean, the fact that you said all the doors, that certain doors would close at you, like, what made you be like that?
Because I was the first one. I was the first Indian guy.
First guy to go viral on YouTube. First comedian.
And the first Indian guy. I started in 89.
Damn, that's when I was born.
Yeah. I'm 55 this year.
What made you upload
35
that
years
clip?
in the game.
36.
What made you
36.
upload that clip, or
I didn't.
Someone just
I still don't know how to fucking upload. Like legit, don't know how to upload shit to
For
YouTube.
how much shit is on the internet and you don't know how to upload? I gotta give it to you.
I could barely know how to download. People don't even download anymore.
How'd you find it, or who showed you your own clip? Someone was like, "Hey, look, this is you," and you're like, "Yeah, that is me." And weren't you trying to find who uploaded it? You were kind of like, "Thank
at
you."
the time, I didn't know you could trace that shit either. I was like, it was 2005 when YouTube just started, but I'd already gone viral the year before that. When people would email you clips, but obviously not me, but they would email like a 2-minute clip of me, but it'd make you take 25 minutes to download, 2 minutes, and then people were like, "Ooh, this was funny. Where's the rest of it?" And then they'd keep chunking it up, and then finally the whole thing got dumped on YouTube when YouTube started.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what the fuck YouTube was even at that time.
Yeah, so someone made money off your videos.
They didn't. There was no monetization
Oh,
back then.
you're right. At
shit, it
that
was
time,
too
you're
early for
right.
everybody.
Monetization didn't start till way later. By the time it started, I was already monetizing it myself.
Nice. Okay. Because you know who else did it kind of around the same time? Was Dan Cook.
He did it. He did it a different way though.
MySpace, yeah.
He did it through MySpace. But you know what he did that I heard was kind of brilliant. Because back then when you had to go to LimeWire or BearShare,
I remember.
he would you'd like if you wanted to go to LimeWire or BearShare, you just type in what you're looking for, Eddie Murphy, and you wouldn't know what you're downloading. You just hit download, and that would take all night to fucking download. You get there in the morning and you listen to it, and hopefully it was Eddie Murphy. What Dane did that was really smart was he uploaded all his clips and put it as every different comedian's names, Eddie Murphy. And then in brackets Dane Cook, and then or Jim Carrey, Dane Cook, and there was like, so whoever you download, you ended up downloading Dane Cook, and that was pretty fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, you're already doing illegal shit, anyways.
You remember
You're
BearShare?
uploading your own stuff, so it's really not even illegal.
Yeah, it's the downloading that's illegal.
Yeah, you're right.
BearShare and like LimeWire, like would it give you that? They give you all these like wrong files. Sometimes you would get the wrong song with like a wrong DJ mix, or you would get that Bill Clinton mix. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
So the worst was when you try to download porn, you wait all fucking night, and you get up in the morning, it's like gay porn. Like, motherfucker. Do you know how hard it is to finish to this?
Can't waste the download.
I'm
gonna watch it now.
Yeah, no, that was quite the way to. That was a different game, bro. These kids won't know, bro.
I just used to download jerky boys all the time.
What's
That's the prank callers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, those fools are wild, dog. They would make people. They would call businesses. Those are classic OGs. I think they got a movie, right? Yeah, they got a movie.
was
It's
an
a
Indian-
funny movie.
It was an Indian guy and a white guy.
Yeah.
Oh, really, eh?
Well, he was Bangladeshi. Come on.
Did you ever? I'm pretty sure. Did you ever like do anything with Tom Green?
I mean, we've done shows together. I've known Tommy a long time.
I've seen him. I mean, he's the one who kind of broke.
I've
the
known Tom
internet.
since he was a rapper.
Oh shit.
Rapper. Then he became a talk show host. He was like Rouse was like, oh, I want to be like him.
Oh, I've seen that guy. I don't know who stuck whose
Yeah, Rouse
hand in whose
definitely
mouth,
puts
and
him up there.
he was throwing up, and it's Tom Green and Jason Ross throwing up or something. You're like,
No,
what?
so I remember that. It was Tom Green made Rouse puke into a deep fryer,
Oh my god.
and then they brought it out and ate it
yeah.
Oh,
Shit, like, dude,
that's
telling
fucked
you, yeah.
up.
because it was.
Oh, that's fucking
That's
disgusting.
so fucked.
It probably smelled like carnival food. like I'm not gonna lie, man.
Like the OC fair.
Yeah, just like the OC fair where you're like, I feel like that'll happen when somebody's cooking and just throw up. It's like, just keep cooking. Just keep cooking.
man.
It's still a problem.
Don't worry about it. It'll tell them it's a churro.
Hey, Nitty was telling me that there was a certain joke that his sister got mad about or something like that.
Yeah.
Or there was a certain joke that he's like,
After
all
it
right.
went viral. Not when she heard it.
Yeah,
After it went viral.
When? Which joke?
It's a joke I don't do anymore.
Oh, your joke.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he was gonna ask you if you ever had any of your family like.
How
do they
could you
get mad?
slap?
No, see, but the funny thing about, like he said, no, the funny thing about his thing is his sister had heard it, but she didn't care because, like he says, she didn't think it was gonna go viral.
And then when it went viral, she got mad, and I was like, "You didn't believe in me."
Yeah. Well, if you're getting hate, then you're doing good.
Yeah, right. Will you ever get a family that got mad at you for something you said?
No. My dad, before he died, was like, why do you make me sound like an idiot? Because my dad didn't actually talk like the way I make him sound.
Yeah.
I was doing my friend's dad.
Okay.
Because my friend's dad talked like that. My dad was like, why do you make me sound bloody stupid? Like, because your real voice isn't funny, Dad.
Bloody is a real word, huh? Every time you talk about your dad, he's like, bloody bastard.
Bloody bastard.
Yeah. Damn, I never thought bloody is like something.
It's very British.
Ah, yeah, because it's like you meet the Indian guys that talk with the accent, and then you meet the British Indian guys. Mm-hmm. Those guys, those are the ones that you meet in Japan.
British Indians?
Yeah, bro, there's a lot of those guys out there, and you're just like, yo, bro.
There's just rich Indians who learned English.
They're just probably traveling.
Depending on the British accent they have. If they got like a real London accent,
Okay, I actually
then
haven't
they're
met.
probably from there.
Yeah.
But if it's like proper, then they went to school and learned it.
Yeah, they would that.
It's like learning Mexican Spanish and then Spanish.
Yeah, straight up.
Then you talk like son of a bitch.
Or
Like Mexican Spanish is different than actual Spanish?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mexican Spanish full of slang.
Grammatically
Other Hispanics can't understand them sometimes.
grammatically correct Spanish, you go down and speak that to certain people that like they have their own adaptation and way more slang than anything. It ain't gonna fly. They're gonna look at you as like you're fed. You know, like when somebody comes in here, it's like, hey, let's smoke these drugs. You're like, hold on, that's not what we call it here, bro. Like you gotta use the right lingo.
Like El DF, Mexico City, their Spanish is
The
really
Chilangos
fast.
are?
It's
Yeah.
really fast. Chilangos, they're really fast. Like even for me, I gotta sit there and kind of be like, hey, what are you saying? And it's kind
I
of
was
like
in Madrid last year, and I'm speaking Spanish, and they go, "Are you from Mexico?" Because I learned Spanish out here.
yeah.
Because I don't realize that I'm using your slang. Like, waiter was like, "Ándale, cabrón." I'm like, huh? And I'm like, never mind.
There's a, there's a whole thing where we told Nitty, I was like, yeah, you gotta just join the podcast over here. I was like, think about it. I was like, you're just gonna fit in well. I was like, Indian. When I went to Canada, dude, they thought I was Indian no, they thought I was Egyptian, and then
Egyptian.
they thought I was Egyptian at first.
Yeah, I could see that.
And then they thought I was Indian. He's like, yeah, you'd fit in perfect. Just grow out a beard.
Well, the Indians are the Mexicans over there.
Yeah,
You saw it firsthand.
I did.
get in-
So you go to
Deported?
any kitchen, every fucking person in the kitchen's Indian. Dishwasher Indian. Everybody, like all the jobs Mexicans do here, the Indians do there.
Are they deporting out there in Canada?
They should. The Indians.
They're not though. They're letting people in.
Are they?
Yeah.
So if you get deported from the States, just go to Canada?
Yeah, you could.
Well, that's
Essentially,
dude,
it'll be easier. to move.
There's nobody protecting that border. They don't have a wall, bro. You just have to worry about the bears and like
Yeah, we
wilderness.
don't want Americans in.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep you guys out.
Because that checkpoint, it's like, bro, you could just ramble in and just like walk through. Bro,
Go to
Mexicans,
Mexico and fly into Canada and just stay. It'll be
Mexicans cross the river, bro. You can handle a little snow, dog. Otherwise, how you gonna cut it?
No, but you won't be able. There's no border. You can. I think it'll be harder to cross. You have to go like through a native reserve or something.
Nitty, for living in Canada, gets cold behind that AC.
Dude, it's freezing.
Oh, you're literally directly.
Yeah, but also California is a different kind of cold. When I came out here, I didn't expect to be cold. I thought it would be like hot.
Yeah, nighttime
and tough
sucks.
all the time. Yeah, it's
I keep-
all the time, bro.
I keep the AC on just to make sure the Canadian side never leaves. I gotta keep you humble.
It's a
dog.
different kind of cold, bro.
I sleep cold. I can't.
Me too. But you got
My
a
room has to be
blanket.
61 degrees when I'm sleeping.
Okay, but like, do you use the blanket?
Hell yeah.
Okay, see, yeah, that's valid. I do that shit too, bro. I'll turn the AC on and then I'm just like, cool. Let me just put the blanket on, and then I'm comfortable. But
Yeah, my head is nice and cold. My body's warm. It's great.
I don't have to turn the pillow over. That's like the worst shit ever, bro. Turn the pillow.
Yes, dude. My mom used to yell at me when I used to do that.
We never had AC growing up, so I was real. I'm about it when I got money.
What did you say earlier when he was like, that is our air? Yeah, he's like, we're not gonna share that shit, bro. That
What are you
shit.
saying? You turned it
Turn
off.
off the AC. Why'd you do that?
Because he said he was dying.
Those little bitch ass.
You turned it off for me. I didn't even say anything.
You know what? If get him to be fat again, he won't be.
That's true. Then he'd appreciate it.
If I was fat again, I'd be sad, bro.
Oh, they've both lost weight. You're down how much?
I'm down 100.
And he's down what? 30,
32.
40? Yeah. Putting in the work.
Good. AIDS isn't as bad as you think.
They got it from each other, so it makes sense.
it was
Nitty
sick.
had it first, gave it to Ethan.
It's Rouse's
That's why
fault.
Nitty's-
He goes, hey, do you like La Tierra? He goes, what's that? Scissors. And then they fucking scissors.
It's okay, Nitty. It's okay, bro. We'll clip this.
You guys taking prep now?
Prep, dude. Come on, come on, dog.
What's prep?
Clean
Not
your
that-
asshole out.
Yeah, you have AIDS. You should know.
That's how you know I don't have AIDS.
They have AIDS too now. Remember?
AIDS too.
Yeah, bro. Bro, come on. You don't know about AIDS too?
What was the conspiracy that AIDS is not even real?
Oh yeah, AIDS.
Because
is not
Magic.
Nah, bro. They're working.
Magic Wife doesn't have it.
You know, Sam Tripoli told me AIDS isn't real. You gotta
Well,
believe
Sam Tripoli will tell you the fucking world is flat, too. So
So does he? But he believes the world is flat.
that's fucking
You're sitting in
wild
his
that you're
chair.
that dumb.
it. Steftone believes the Earth's flat. You know Steftone from the Deftones?
Yeah, the guitarist. He was your.
He's a
He was
huge
a-
flat
he's a
earther.
big
He's a
flat
flat
earther.
earth
That's
expert.
hilarious to me.
Flat earth expert. Yeah, there's experts out there.
Would you take? Would you take
No,
a?
they got flat earthers all over the globe.
Look at your thing. You're literally sitting in his chair.
That, the globe?
Would you take? Would you take a trip to see it firsthand?
No, he knows.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm glad. See, that's what I'm talking about. What's so hard about that shit, bro? Everybody has a when you ask somebody who's a flat earther, it's like, all right, bro, Bezos is going up there with Elon Musk, so it's a fair game. If you blow up with millions up there. So it's like if you think there's somebody trying to kill you, but just to go see it and you're like, up, it's round. It looks like E-Zone's head. It's round, bro.
All
It's
the other planets around. Why the fuck are we flat?
No, I just don't know. I'm on the. I
do
don't
you not
really.
know?
I
You
don't
believe-
because I've never. I
you
mean,
believe in God,
because I
too,
can't
then?
do math. Huh?
You believe in God?
Or I believe there's something out there. I
Then
don't
that's
believe.
even fucking worse. That's a far more fucking bizarre thing to believe into like a fucking imaginary friend, but a fucking round Earth that we live on. You can't figure out.
Did we land on the moon? Did we go to the moon, Russell?
I don't know that we did that.
Hey, now we're connecting some dots. I'm liking that. You're not, we're
There was
not
a
that
lot
far
of
off.
suspicion around that one for me.
Yeah, there definitely is.
But I don't want to say that should have anything to do with the fact that maybe if it is round, it's like, come on, bro.
No, there's some conspiracies that are like make me go, okay.
see, the reason the reason
I'm just not a blind conspiracy guy.
and the reason not that I believe the reason I understand flat earthers, I do conspiracy show with Sam. The reason I
Right.
believe them is because
the
once you
foil
start
hat, the tinfoil
yeah,
hat.
Yeah.
once you start believing that NASA lied to you about the moon, now you're like, what else are they lying to? So it becomes this rabbit hole, but they don't know when to stop. But it's
but-
just like you say, it's
Ooh,
But
your
America's
girl
the
can lie
master
to
of
you.
lying
You
to their people.
Yeah, it's true.
America's the master of lying to their people.
yeah,
Everything's
100%.
like we were talking about that earlier. Everything's a facade.
America's that girl that cheats on you and you'll take her back, bro.
constantly.
like
Yeah,
constantly.
where else are you gonna go?
Well, I think
Is
she's
there anything better? Right
she's
now?
not.
She's got a BBL,
Bro,
America's got a BBL, nice
she's
tits.
not.
Keep
She's
going.
not just any girl, bro.
want a
She's
plastic
like the
bitch.
girl. So you're gonna
You
put
think
up with
America's
it.
natural? America's not natural. If it was a
definitely
female,
not natural.
it had BBL, it had a little bit of lip filler.
Little. These bitches
The whole
look like they
thing
got
is
stung
filler.
by a
Hey,
jellyfish.
but
in
you
their
keep
mouth.
but you keep coming back because the box is fire.
It's fire.
So it's just like,
America
come
got
on,
good
dog.
box.
like they're like you're just like, you know what? There ain't no other way. It's worth the toxicity.
Canada got good box though.
You get your teeth
It got,
fixed.
it got insurance. Canada box got insurance.
It's not a good place to like make money or grow. You
There's
know?
a lot of
You settle with that with Canada pussy. You like
yeah.
you
Well,
settle
the
with it.
Canadian mentality is, I only want what I need, and the American mentality is, I want everything, and if I don't need it, I'll fucking sell it.
That's exactly how I think, bro.
That's how you. That's your brain
That's
all
my
day.
brain too. I'm like, I want everything, and if I don't like it, I'll get rid of it. But I don't want to. I don't want to. My motto in life is, I want to live a life of oh well, instead of what if.
Yeah.
I'd rather fuck the ugly chick and be like, oh well, I gave it a shot, you know. And I've done a lot of oh wells. I had to throw one bitch down a well.
Yeah, you gotta go with the old wells, dog. I never seen them. I never heard it be put like that. But sometimes, bro, like,
What if it's bad, man? Living with a what if is fucking.
but because you know what they say, right? Like if you don't Like if you don't get no closure sometimes, even like the one that men usually think that's like is the one that got away. It's like, nah, bro, this is the one that just like stopped giving it up to you, bro. You needed to close it out. There had to be a reason for you to leave. So you constantly fucking think about that because you're like gonna live with the I should have found out. That's why you gotta go with it, bro.
There's also when you break up with a girl, you start only remembering the good parts, and that's why when you're with a girl, no matter what the situation is, take pictures of her when she's mad. like just be like, hey baby, you look really fat today. What? Click. Then when you break up, you look at that. Yeah, that's the fucking bitch I knew.
That's such a good idea, bro.
Russell's right because Google will
Next
throw
time your
memories.
lady's mad, you're gonna be like this.
Russell's right because Google will throw memories at you, and they're always good.
Always the good
at the
memories,
first
yeah.
concert early,
Yeah.
man.
Dude,
It tells you too.
AI is a petty motherfucker,
Why don't you hit up your
Yeah.
ex-girlfriend?
Well, nostalgia, it's all that shit is like good. It's usually not the bad memories you remember, right?
I also don't want to delete
You have to
it.
remember that shit though, because that's fucking.
I keep my memories unless I really hate your guts. Then
Yeah, you gotta keep your memories.
Yeah, he has pictures of Rouse with fucking hair, bro. It's like, how old is that fucking picture, bro? You gotta put that from a fucking computer to an iPhone, bro.
where the fuck are the other pictures? Oh, they're on actual photos. I got them at home.
Man, during that time, did you meet like other upcoming comedians like George Lopez and shit like that?
I got a picture of me and George in 1998.
Before he was Albert Einstein?
Yeah, I thought he was Indian.
He could come off as Indian though.
Why?
low-key.
How is his hair?
I'll show you. I'll show you the photo.
That's the kind of hair that I had,
Have
bro.
all the
And that's the
receipts.
reason I hated it. And I feel that whatever, God was like, oh yeah, motherfucker. He's like, you hate your hair? And then I went bald at fucking 28.
Go bald?
Yeah, I shaved my head, but luckily I look like
Mexicans don't go bald.
a retired. This is more Egyptian, bro.
Yeah, shit. Yeah,
Brother.
Super Egyptian.
Jafar,
bro.
like Jafar from Aladdin.
Give me a halal plate with. Yeah, look, me and George in like, this is 96? Yeah, 96 or 98. I was like,
Holy shit, bro. Damn. He looks like he can help you out with your math homework, dude.
yeah. Yeah.
Dude, look at that picture, bro. Look at what he looks like now, and then look at that.
Oh, yeah, no. He
It
looks,
went dark. No, I can't. Oh, there it is. Damn, bro. He looks like he just finished like a whole. Like he looks like he just finished a math test, bro.
No, he looks like
he actually looks like how we picture Chupacabra.
Do you still talk to people like that? Like you still talk?
George?
Yeah.
No. George was invited to my wedding when I was getting married.
first one.
Second one. And he was invited, and to the day of the wedding, he kept saying he was coming. And then he never showed up and never fucking texted me after. And I'm already getting divorced already. So it's like, from that time to now, he has never recontacted me.
Damn.
And I was like, wow, that tells me who you are, pal.
Damn.
See why that shit's important, fool?
A simple, hey man, I'm so sorry I didn't make it. That's all you could have had. That's all you had to do.
Yeah.
I don't expect you to fucking grovel. What am I going to get mad at you for you apologizing? No. Yeah. Then that's on me then.
And like you said, especially saying you're gonna go to the last minute.
Yeah. Everybody was like, Cedric was like, yes, George says he's coming. I go, I even told my wife when we're getting married, don't invite him. He's not going to come. It's not that I don't want him there. I just know he's going to say yes and then not show up and really irritate me.
Get you like some bullshit. Because you're like, I mean, when you're inviting somebody to your wedding, bro, like that shit, number one, it's like a very intimate thing, bro. It's like a very personal thing. The people that are there is in your personal circle. So it's like I consider you friends along the levels as family, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I'm sharing something that like nobody knows. Nobody should really know like how my kids act and shit like that unless I trust you around that circle of my family, bro. Like that shit. And so I'm like, if you're homies like that, you got pictures like that way back, and then like you can't give me a call. That's like low key. That's like
and
having
one time when they did his like assistant or something reached out to me like maybe a year and a half later. Hey, George wants to know if you can do this his thing. I said no. I didn't even say anything. I said no.
Shit.
But you know what else I've noticed? Comics hate when they've been friends with other comics and they want to be on a show and the comic says, hit up my wife. Or hit up my manager. Like, yo, why do I need, like, we've been homies
we've
for
been
so
friends for
long.
so
Why
long.
do I need it? You do that to like like some new cat growing
No.
up.
I'll do that to you.
You're like, I don't ask anybody for shit ever. I don't put myself in that position.
Now I see why you and B Real are friends. He does the same shit. He don't ever hit nobody up,
If
bro.
you want to help me, you'll do it.
Yeah.
If I have to ask you, I'm putting you in a position now that it's probably not fair to you either.
100%.
There's plenty of cats I put on early in their careers, and they're all doing really well today. Not one of them did shit for me. Everybody used to open for me. Joe Coy used to open for me. I was the first guy to put Sebastian on TV in 2008.
The fool with the Spanish accent?
Yeah.
No, the Italian guy.
Oh yeah, the Italian guy.
Maniscalco or whatever.
He did put me on something during COVID. That was cool. Some show we had. I don't know what it was, but he reached out. Who else? Matt Rife used to open for me.
Hey, that's the homie.
Yeah. And who else? There's so many people. Gerard Carmichael used to open for me. Lil Rel used to open for me.
Shit, everybody.
Bro. It sucks that in other industries like the Drake effect doesn't it's very real, but people don't ever reciprocate it. Like you can do the Drake effect on their career, but then not everybody's gonna come back and be like, "Hey man, I'm gonna return a
Thank
hit.
you. Yeah,
I'm gonna return a hit, and then have you on it."
But again, I also didn't do it for that reason.
No, 100%.
So
But
if you do it, you do it. You don't do it. I never. It's like you say I need money. Can you lend me some money? No, I'll give you some money, but I ain't gonna lend you because if I lend it to you now, I put a price on our friendship.
100%.
So if I give you money and you give it back to me one day, that's on you. But I'm not expecting it back.
And for some people, that's enough like for them to not talk to you again.
Yeah.
They'll lose somebody over like even if it's like $500, bro.
Because they're afraid to come back.
Yeah, because they're afraid to come back because they didn't pay you when they said they were gonna do it, or this is and that.
Yeah, they're embarrassed.
Yeah, they're embarrassed. It's not even like a whole
They
thing.
all they have to do is call you and tell you, man, I'm sorry. That's it. Well, you can't get mad at somebody. They own their bullshit.
Did you ever meet Bernie Mac? Oh man, I would have thought that would have been somebody you crossed paths with. I mean, although I feel like the black comedy scene is totally different than just the other.
I was doing the black comedy scene in the 90s.
That was you getting down with the brothers.
Yeah. In Canada, it was the easiest. When I come to the States, depending on what state I was in, I would just fucking bomb.
You fuck around with Patrice?
just fucking.
I used to sleep on Patrice's couch 29 years ago.
Oh shit.
I used to sleep. You saw his hats at my house.
Oh yeah.
I got 2 of his hats.
Did you ever see? We're stoners here, so did you ever see Ralphie May smoke? Did they smoke?
Ralphie May used to stay at my house too.
And he smoked as heavy as everyone
Had a big
said.
couch,
No,
huh?
he did a lot of pills by the end.
Oh,
He was doing pills. He was literally at the table like this and just like,
Damn.
like he'd be mid conversation like, "No, I was gonna tell you about that gig."
yeah.
And then you start talking, and then he just out of nowhere just be like, "Yeah, no, I think that's the right move." And you're like, "What the fuck?" The internet just kicked back in.
Well, that's like real fools that are professional, like functioning, like living party lifestyle, bro. It's like that. Like they'll nod off like that. There used to be one time some fool that was like on like, I don't know, with the equivalent of like heroin in a pill here, and then he would just like knock out fool. And one time we were all in a meeting, bro, and this fool knocked out in the meeting, and we all like the whole meeting just stopped. Was like, "Are you asleep in the middle of when you were talking?" And then he woke up. He was, anyways, and like right off when he picked up, and we're just like, that's the next day. B-Roll was like, we can't have this shit here, bro. This is.
Yeah, it's bad for business.
How did you meet B-Roll?
I was a fan, obviously. He doesn't remember meeting, but I remember meeting him in like 15 years ago. I think I got a picture of us here. I
Damn,
keep
bro,
everything on file. I keep receipts on everything.
Yo, you got like some Nardwar database in there. Oh damn, that's heavy B. Yeah, that's like.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
He
is-
hates when he sees pictures of him like that.
That's how you're gonna feel. That's how you're gonna feel from now on.
Well, you know what?
I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna hate
But
him.
I was so comfortable being fat for so long that I love seeing those pictures of me. I was like,
look at
that
this
was
and go,
good.
fuck, how do I get back down to that size?
And you came up in a time where comedy, the scene was like people were getting fucked up. There was no cameras and shit. It was a lot more rowdy, from what I hear. It's not the same.
So when I started in the late 80s, all I heard was from the older guys how good the 70s and 80s were.
Okay.
You don't know, we used to take private jets and do blow on the plane. And I'm like,
Who's this, Joey Diaz?
no, this is Toronto.
I know, no, he's
yeah.
like he just turned
Hey,
to Joey.
cocksucker. But they would tell you about how great it was, and I go, well, those days are gone now, and here we are, and now it's moving on to the 90s, and the 90s was a dead period for comedy
Really, yeah.
because the 80s killed it, and then the 90s was the perfect time to start because there was nobody watching it. You could make all the mistakes you wanted, nobody gave a fuck. Nobody gave a shit that you did comedy either. You say I'm a comedian, they go, oh, cool. But now you tell a comedian, oh, really? Where can I find you? So you can find me at Shut the Fuck Up and Leave Me Alone. Are you on Netflix? No, I never heard of it. I started it, motherfucker. What do you mean, am I on it?
You were the first special on Netflix?
Damn, put that round of applause button, Ray. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, no, man, that's an accolade right there, man. You're like you got hella accolades in your career, man, and you're still going, man. And you performed in front. You said in front of Kings, no?
Oh, I was telling him how you've performed in front of like kings, and they treat you like.
They treat you like a royalty.
Yeah.
First of all, how do you get booked like a king? He's like, hey, the king wants to talk to you.
They have a protocol. You'll get a call from the royal protocol. They'll be like, I am calling on behalf of the king of blah, 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 of his majesty, his highness, and this is the protocol. And I'm like, okay.
Direct to your phone?
Yeah, they find you, buddy. You think they can't find you? They find you. They'll find exactly where you are.
And then what's the? Well, you're invited.
You were invited. They would like to see you. They want to know how much, and then. And
You up the price, right?
if they're buying you, yes. Or they just want to hang out with you, that's another thing too. Hanging is just as cool.
Yeah,
But they got bread like you couldn't imagine.
Do you counter offer their original offer?
No, they come in so high. Well, you don't even. They didn't offer. How much do you want?
Pay you in gold
And
coins.
we fucking aim low.
Yeah.
That's what I'm about
We
to
don't want to
say.
be rude.
Yeah. Okay.
By aiming low, I mean
You don't want
like,
to get denied. You want to get denied too. You also don't. You want to get.
you don't want to sound
reinvited.
arrogant or
Yeah.
greedy. But like, I mean, I could have asked for way more. I could have asked for double what I asked for, and I could have asked for $500,000. That'll tell you what I got paid then for 1 hour.
And is there rules, right? There's rules, right? There's something you can't. You got to tippy toe around the royalty or something.
That's it. That's the only thing.
Dude, but if you think
They'll be like, don't talk about the king. Done.
if you're getting
Don't talk about the royal family at all, and don't talk about religion.
booked by royalty though, bro, like you got when you're asking for payment, it'd be like, all right, $500,000, but in gold coins.
Or don't do it.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like I'd be
No
like,
shit.
the king gave me these gold
No
coins,
shit.
bro.
It was like $250,000, and they were like, "You want that in cash?" I go, "What? No. Well, I'm a fucking fly back to America with $250,000. I'm like, get out of here."
Just luggage full of shit. Yeah, because you could like remember we were talking about that how you just invest in precious metals. I like because if you ever gotta leave, you could just put like all these gold coins in your bag and just bounce and because it's universal value. You could go anywhere you want to be like, hey, I have 5 gold coins. They weigh like 300 grams. Let's go.
You know what
Cash
else?
me
too?
out.
A lot of fucking money.
You know what
I know.
else?
You know, just, like it's
No, you know what else too? Watches. You can travel with so much.
not okay,
on
but
your
not
wrist.
bust downs, right? We're talking about like actual watches,
Actual
like
real before? No, not the rapper watches.
yeah,
No, like a real like Mark Cuban watch.
Yeah, like plain
dog.
Jane.
I'm talking
like
like
a Patek or
yeah. I'm not talking even.
yeah, like
Rolex,
Cali
I'm
Blaze was
talking-
wearing this like
Just
watch,
do, but
bro.
not
Yeah.
as much.
Yeah.
Cali Blaze was
Patek.
wearing this watch. He was like, "Yo, this is like $45,000," and I looked it up. But he's an extract artist. Like he's a extract. He makes dabs, and he's he's like he likes fancy shit, bro. So he has nice things. And and I was like, man, no way. And I was like, well, this has a little leather band, but the shit's all fucking gold. And then I'm like, you're like, let me weigh this shit. And I'm like, bro, no, that shit's legit. There's no need to bust down that shit. That whole bust down mentality came from like broke fools who never had money and they didn't know what to invest it in.
It's dumb shit.
Yeah,
I
it's-
want something shiny.
It's ignorant
Lowers
shit,
the
bro.
value. There's this.
The minute you put diamonds on your shit and it's not from the watch dealer, you killed that watch.
You're drilling fucking holes into something that's already supposed to hold value, and that's like literally putting just like pimping out a Mercedes Benz. They're just like, bro,
When guys do that to a Rolls Royce, like, what are you doing?
yeah,
You're making it look like a Honda Civic.
yeah, bro.
Hey,
Don't Pepto Bismol
no.
color this bitch, bro. Like I don't need this shit to be bright pink.
You know what watch impressed me? I was watching a poker casino at the
the
Hustler.
Mark Cuban shit.
No, poker casino at the Hustler. He had a Ferrari watch or Lamborghini watch, but you can only get that watch if you bought the car. It was that exclusive. Where like, and you obviously wear it because like I got the car.
No, I know the ones you're talking about. I think they make a Ferrari and a Lamborghini one. It's this one watch designer. His watches are really fucking expensive. I forgot his name, but he makes like art piece watches. They're fucking dope. And he made the Lamborghini one look like the engine.
Oh, sick.
Oh, that's the guy who made probably like the one that looks like the universe, and then literally it looks like all the planets, and it's like he makes
No,
specialty
I know the
watches.
ones
I
you're
bet,
talking
yeah.
about. That's not him though.
Oh.
This guy does like really dope shit too though.
That watch, the one I was talking about, that guy is crazy. I'm like, yo, that's like literally like it's so intricate, and I'm like, and you look at the price, and you're just like, damn, bro, that is.
Is that one of the things you got into when you started making money?
Yeah, like what's like your
Watches and
guilty
cars?
pleasure, bro?
My first thing was I thought I'd spent so much on a watch too. I was like, it cost me $12,000 or something. I was like, I got a fucking $12,000 watch. Look at me, everybody. Now
That
I
is
got a
still a
watch
lot.
that's worth 130 grand at home.
Oh,
Do you
I'm not wearing it today because look where we are. I knew where I was going.
do you gamble? Or do you guys?
I mean, if she looks clean, you know. I don't
You gotta
know.
go with the Wells, fool. Yeah, you gotta go with the Wells. I'm here.
throw her down the well, like he said.
Find the right torta, you know. The one without the Ultima.
Yeah, bro. Get so many skills behind that, man. You know, so you don't. Did you ever smoke in your?
Weed, nah.
You never tried it?
Just being here is making me cough.
Hey, that's usually the effect we have on people. Where like we can't be the we don't smoke the
Like,
same
I could
podcast.
feel-
It's just
I could feel my throat dry as fuck right now. And I smoke cigars every day, so I'm like, this is a lot of smoking here.
yeah, no, I haven't seen somebody smoke them like cigars like that. Like that's why I brought up Bernie Mac. I was like, this guy's on some Bernie Mac
yeah,
shit,
you would
bro.
smoke cigars with him. You ever meet Gandolfini?
James?
Yeah,
No. Did I? No, I don't think I did. But
smoke a stick with that guy. That would
yeah,
be
well, I
cool.
can't now.
Well, you know.
He's been smoked.
Who do you think's the most famous person you ever met?
I don't know. There's fame and then there's power, right?
Yeah.
So like who
Yeah, big
who do
time.
you see when you see them? You're like, holy shit, I just met that person.
Bezos or some shit like that.
I did when I did Kimmel. Not Kimmel. When I did Jimmy Fallon before it was the Tonight Show. Bezos was the guest on with me,
Oh shit.
Damn.
and that's before he like really blew up. And I was like, hey, I think you saw my book on your website. I almost sounded condescending too. Thanks for selling my book.
It's like some reseller that put the account and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but damn, that's crazy, man. That's powerful right there. That fool sent his wife to the moon, quote unquote.
She was one of the ladies in the.
Well, Lauren Sanchez, yeah. He didn't send her. I sent her. Wait,
They didn't-
Sanchez, you're out of here.
They went high in the sky.
Look, fool. You can lie to your wife all you want. If you tell her she went to the moon, dog, at your Bezos, she went to the moon.
Right.
Yeah, bro. She got on the ship. The shit shook. It could have been 20 feet. She's gonna believe this shit, bro. Yeah, bro. You're Jeff fucking
That's
Bezos,
hilarious.
bro.
He's probably telling her at night, "How did it feel to go to the moon, babe?"
It's a fucking studio. It's one of those tower rides. You know what I mean? Like the Supreme Scream.
Yeah, like the ones you got at Disneyland, the fucking 3D. Ooh, we're going up in like the fucking Back to the Future ride at Universal.
Dude, that's all the Japanese theme parks are, bro. When I went this year, that shit was. I got on all those. I was like, oh man, but their shit's like top of the line. You're
Is it
like,
better
oh damn.
than the parks out here better than Universal?
You watch the TV when you go out there?
Yeah, I even though I don't understand, I love watching that shit. Tokyo. Yeah, I love watching that shit because their news is so great. It's like some old person died, then it's new construction, 10-minute clip of cats, and then somebody else died. Yeah.
Because I was watching some new Hulu documentary called The Contestant or something like that.
For a Japanese game show?
Yeah, that's
That
just
shit's
crazy.
crazy.
Crazy, and their TV's so different. It's so different. It's you can tell it's Japanese. I mean, obviously they look like that, but it's just the way they talk, the way it is.
But they got like you perform in Japan. They got their regular people come out and watch.
Yeah,
people
no,
in sign
they're
English.
great audience in Japan.
That scene is getting very fucking like hot, bro. There's this chick that I follow that she does comedy out there in like Japanese and English, and that like there's a lot of people. I don't know if it's the amount of foreigners moving out there, but it's a
the
scene
internet
out there.
times now. Young kids learn English.
Yeah, it's a part of their education.
But they
system.
were always, whatever they were into, they were right into it. Hip hop, they're right into it. Reggae, Japan won World Clash
Really?
twice.
Really?
World Clash is like all of reggae DJs in the world. Mostly they're all Jamaican. They all get into a big battle. Japan won it twice. Mighty Crown was their name. And the fucked up part, they can speak
That's
Jamaican, but then they can't say some of the words. Like they were trying to shout out the Bronx and went, big up to the man from the Bronx. And you're like, there it is, right there, buddy.
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
You're right about that because they do get into all that stuff. Like there's this salsa band out there. It's called Orquesta La Luz, bro.
And they're Japanese?
She speaks fucking Spanish. She used to do backup with Celia Cruz, and bro, like she's big time out there. And they're all Japanese, but they all speak Spanish and shit like that.
Yeah,
but
there's a DJ out there I know in Japan named DJ Sarasa. She's a Japanese girl. She has a Mexican restaurant there, and she gets make sure everything's authentic. She doesn't do the fucking fusion shit. She's like, This is exactly what I got when I went to Guadalajara. I picked all this up, and
So he it's like his third time there, and he kind of wants to become like a citizen out
But
there.
I told you, bro, if it
Japan, man,
doesn't
you
work,
can now, right?
yeah, like well, they're looking for people to repopulate
But
their, you know.
he's Salvadoran. He's thinking about starting a pupusa restaurant.
You're Sorota?
Clip that, please.
I'm not even gonna get mad. It's like, bro, like for a second, I was like, hold on, Russell Peters just called me a Sinota. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am.
He's Salvadorian, but he likes the new president. Their new president.
He cleaned it up, bro.
Ukulele?
Yeah. President ukulele. Yeah, nah, because he cleaned it up, bro. Who wouldn't, bro? Like, none of my family felt comfortable going, and they're just like, oh, wow, we can all vacation back to where, like, I could see where my parents
Problem
grew
is
up.
getting back here.
Why they won't let you out?
No, they won't let him back in, probably.
This
Russell's
guy,
not,
he'll be good.
Russell's not performing in El Salvador.
Have you performed there?
No.
No. I've not performed anywhere in the Spanish world. Whatchamacallit? Who's the big comic in Mexico?
Franco Escamilla.
Yeah, he wants to be, I want to be the first guy to bring it to Mexico.
You should try it. I think.
But
you
he
could
said
do
it to you in the Sofia Vergara accent.
No, he can't speak English.
You know who does it pretty good is Segura.
Well, Segura speaks Spanish.
I know, and but he's
Peruvian,
stand-up
isn't
and
he?
stand-up?
bro, really good, and like he's a smart guy, so he figured out a way to. Yeah.
I wonder what made him come out.
I
as, like,
told him.
speaking Spanish.
So Segura used to open for me, too.
Damn.
When I did my green card tour special, he was the opening act.
Can
when
I
did
can I
London.
be?
Should've
Can I
been on
yeah,
there.
no.
One day, yeah. This was 15 years ago. He's opening for me. But back then, I told him, "Yo, you should do a. Why don't you fuck with this Hispanic comic? Because he was too busy trying to be a white boy.
Yeah.
But you speak perfect Spanish." He goes, "I know, but I don't know if I can." And I kept on him, and he just eventually did it. And I did his podcast. Remember when I told you that? He goes, "Yeah, you were the fucking guy that told me."
And he doesn't even speak Mexican Spanish. He speaks like Spaniard, like very proper voice.
Nah, he speaks
yeah.
like when you watch like a Colombian or a Bolivian movie and shit, or like from deeper down in the map.
Yeah.
Because fools like that don't speak like how Mexican fools speak or like Salvadorian fools. Like that's the way the Spanish speaks turns
Salvadorian, you
way
guys roll your
different.
R's like there's no fucking tomorrow, though. Ay, que rico. What are you, fucking motorcycles?
It's authentic, bro.
It is. Ay,
Say a lot of R's, bro.
yeah.
Did you ever work with Carlos Mencia?
We've done like the Laugh Factory together, nothing like crazy.
Like not like in your come up, you were just like, yo, man, I don't let you open up.
No, he was like big when I was I was big then too. I just started to blow up, and he was already big, and they gave him that show, Mind of Mencia. And but I was already doing arenas on my own, so I was like, I don't care.
I
And
mean,
he had his crew. He had Brad Williams and who else did he have with him? Bobby Lee. Yeah, so he had his crew, and I didn't. I can't just bogart my way in. And I was like, hold on, you're doing theaters, I'm doing arenas. You stay there, I'm gonna go there. You got a TV show, I ain't got a TV show.
you being like started in '89. I'm sure that you have seen your fair share of people that have done exactly what Mencia has done, right? Like,
It happens.
And I mean, I don't know why people just can't. Is it just because Rogan was the one that busted him, or just the way of going about it? But he for sure isn't the only one. But I can't understand why the comedy world just can't let that one go, as compared to they can see Joe Coy steal Edwin San Juan's joke. No, as in day in and day out, and he's literally just because Edwin San Juan is not hitting those numbers. People like Joe Coy will be like, let me just take all his material. And shout out to you, Edwin. I fuck with you, bro.
Fuck with
yeah,
Edwin.
like so it's when you see that, bro.
Edwin opened for me during COVID. I had a corporate gig in Vegas. Had him open for me.
Edwin's a great guy.
Edwin's one of the funniest Asians I fucking know, bro. Like he's like just and I love that he loves that nerdy shit, bro. Like it's like
That's
that's
the Star Wars figure.
yeah,
and
bro.
shit.
Like I don't like that Star Wars shit at all, but I'm just like, you know what, dude? I like that your kids love you because you find a relatability in it.
You like other nerdy shit. Not Star
I
Wars.
like other nerdy shit, but I don't have kids, and like the fact that he's a cool dad and he does this shit, bro. And I'm just like, you're just so fucking like, I'm like, it sucks that happens, but people should hold other people accountable the same way they held Mencia.
Yeah, it was unfair to Carlos that he got labeled as the guy. Because there's plenty of guys doing it. But I mean, I think it's because of his level. Guys are doing it on lower levels, and like the fucking on the road and shit. I've heard guys, I'm like, really? But then when you get to a certain level, you can't do that anymore. Robin Williams was known for that too.
Really? Yeah. Still.
Yeah. Robin Williams would be like, he would have a guy with him. This is what I heard. He would have a guy with him with cash, and if he did your joke, he would just give you the money right there.
Oh, sick.
Hey, I like that. He goes, hey, I like that joke. Here's $50 to go write another one because I'm taking that one.
You know, Joe,
on the Tonight Show tomorrow.
Joey says that shit was like a big way fools used to get down back in the day. Especially like he said, not for nothing. He said he's like in the black community. He's like, yo, he's like they bring you on. He's like, give you $50. He's like, I like that joke. He's like, come back next week. And I'm like, bro, you just had him open up and then you stole his joke. You Suge Knighted him for his joke. Yeah, he literally forcefully was like, give me that shit.
That's comedy, bro. People just
No,
want
it's not, bro. It's a
People want. People want.
It's not acceptable, but it happens. I don't think it happens as much anymore. I hope not.
I don't.
Nah, people. All it takes is one, like.
People call it out now.
Yeah, like it
people
makes
put
one video. This person stole this. Look at the receipts, and then they just post it up, like when they try to cancel you and shit.
You know what I've been noticing a lot? I don't know if they're stealing it or how it's going about, but I've been watching a lot of Spanish comedy.
Oh, of course.
Looking a lot like English, but
No,
then
no,
the English comic can't complain because
He can't understand them.
can't understand it.
So,
I've
yeah,
been seeing it. Whoa,
that's
you
not
motherfuckers.
just Spanish. That's international.
Yeah, I'm
There's a lot
assuming,
of comics very popular all of a sudden in all these different countries, and I'm like, I don't know what he's saying, but I feel like I met him and he's not a funny person.
You can steal an Uber joke. It's pretty international. If it's funny, you can find a way. We're making it in your language.
that's what
where-
You can
Patrice
still
told
meme
me.
shit.
Yeah.
Patrice told me in '96, when you write a joke, make sure you're the only person who can do that joke.
Facts.
What makes I showed him my special from '95. It was me, Patrice, and Keith Robinson in New Jersey, actually, in their condo. And I go, you want to see my special? It was my first special. '95 was my first special. I had it on VHS. I put it on. It was like 22 minutes long. It ends, and I go, so? And they go, what the fuck was that? I go, what are you talking about? That's the worst piece of shit I've ever seen in my life. I go, fuck you. You playing, right? No, that shit was terrible. What makes any of those jokes hard for anybody else to do? There's nothing about that. And I was like, damn, they really changed my way of thinking that day. And I was 7 years in the game already at that point.
See, now it doesn't make me feel bad that we told Nitty the exact same thing. No, I'm just like, no, I'm joking. We've been very supportive about Nitty. Go watch Nitty's special. They just dropped a couple days ago. And shout out
Special
to.
that just dropped?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
How do you not tell your?
Send me something to promo?
I'm not trying to bother you, dog.
You texted me every day.
I'm fucking mad too, bro. Like, I thought he
If
knew.
anybody would fucking promote it, I would do that.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Send me a clip.
I will. Fuck yeah.
Hey, you didn't even
one.
fucking feel the need to. He was gonna go the whole podcast without mentioning this, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
I'm heated, bro.
I'm
This-
happy you're here, bro.
This is why I play principal here, bro. Because I gotta make sure your fucking homework's done.
you-
I gotta make sure all this shit's done. Otherwise,
We couldn't promote a fart at a bean eating contest.
Yo, because when you said you do the podcast, I know this guy's fucking schedule is so packed. So like all week I've been spamming him on text. I'm like, yo, Thursday.
but he told you to do that though.
Yeah, I know, but then I started doing it so much where I
He started
still
feeling
felt
bad. I go, if you didn't do this, I would have just blown it off. I'd have been like, I can't be that
I called
important.
it, fool.
Yeah, that's what.
Like, that's why I explicitly told him, because I respect him, so I don't want to be like fucking be a dick and just say yeah for the sake of saying yeah, but like, so that's why I tell you the details. Make sure you remind me every day, otherwise I'll forget.
No, it's great. That's great. 'Cause you do forget. I mean, Sam. I sometimes gotta remind him, like, hey, dude, you forgot. I need to just. I got kids. I got the kids.
I got
Yeah.
baby mamas. I got a divorce. I got. So I got too much going on where I'm gonna forget.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to read some of the super chats. I do want to tell you guys that I'm not going to get through all of them just because you guys know the time that we go on to. We might go a little bit extra just because it's great, but I know some people have some questions for Russell. I mean, even though they're probably far-fetched. Somebody, Joaquin Rodriguez said, respectfully, E, ask Don Russell, are fireworks as dangerous as they were when we were kids? I was born in the 70s.
Yeah, they're way more dangerous back then.
Really? Okay, you're the second person that says that because I did on the Green Thumb show.
And
And
now they have like little special tubes you can put the shit in. Back then it was like, here's an explosive, light that, and the wicks were fast as shit too.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about fireworks.
yeah,
and
that's
he
true.
talked-
Yeah, because
No, but he talked about Roman candles being a normal thing
Yeah,
out
we
there.
used to shoot them at each other. We used to run around the neighborhood and shoot them at each other.
You used to do that?
Roman candle.
Oh,
Like the one that just pops off 12
Oh
times.
yeah. No, we never did that.
you're gonna end up on a no-fly list, bro. Like talking about fucking shooting explosives at each other like that, bro.
You already got the no-fly list beard.
Yeah, bro. I was gonna
When
say.
I was a child. I was a young child in
You got
Canada.
the Osama bin Hindu.
There's nothing zen about your fucking beard, bro.
Come
You
on,
gotta-
bro. Ever since I got my paperwork, I feel so safe here.
But you know, okay. So when I had
Yeah.
it,
01?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. shaky. They could take that.
I hope not. Don't say that.
That's the kind of shit they can take. They can take my green card from me.
If they come for me, I'm giving them a XG first.
Yeah, they
I'm like, yo,
the only
this
thing
guy.
they can't. The only thing they can't take away is your citizenship. Even residency, if you fuck around and get a DUI and don't follow the rules, they can take that right. You can have kids and stuff. Residency, you have to get your citizenship, which means is when you have to take tests and you have to get sworn in, and from there on, you can pretty much do whatever you want. You will always be a citizen of the United States of America.
Yeah, no.
So they could technically kick you out and send you back.
Anytime they want.
Yeah.
How would you embrace it?
What choice do you have?
But like, I mean, would you say?
You got nothing else to do. You got no recourse. What are you gonna fight it?
Would you go to Canada? Or would you go somewhere else?
I'd either go to Canada or I'd go to the UAE
Oh, okay. Oh, nice.
because I got the golden visa, so I could live there if I want.
Oh, set.
Oh, I'm glad I remember this. I gotta ask you, since you're a big hip hop fan and you're Canadian, Drake or Kendrick, bro?
For what?
Just like who are you siding with? And through the who did you side with in the beef? If you had a side, a dog.
To
A dog.
me, that wasn't a beef. That wasn't a battle. That was two kids. Feel like Gen Z kids. Like arguing with each other. Yeah, well, you don't take care of your kids. Yeah, well, you like young kids. You're like, there was nothing hip hop about it to me. I was like, I checked out on that one right away. I was like, no thanks.
What was the last iconic hip hop beef that you know, since you're a big fan, like would you say?
I mean,
this is legit.
There was some great ones in my generation, but for me, MC Shan and KRS-One. Then there was I can't say Biggie and Tupac because they were friends and shit.
The Jay-Z Nas, I'm pretty sure you remember that
Jay-Z.
one.
Yeah,
Nas.
of course, I remember
Ether.
that.
Fuck Jay-Z in the intro was the hardest shit ever. Like
Yeah,
that's what I heard
Jay-Z
of.
took a big L in that one.
One that was entertaining was the game 50 Cent.
That was fun.
They dropped
That
a
was
lot of
interesting.
mixtapes. The game really was started calling everybody trans. Olivia was a man.
And the game can spit.
Yeah, the game's got bars.
He's really dope. I was actually in the studio with him one time. I was with Raekwon. Raekwon goes, "Yo, Russ, I got to go to the studio with Game. You want to come?" I'm like, sure. So I'm sitting in the studio. It's packed. I'm getting high from this, the same way I was getting high in that studio.
Blunt smoke.
And I'm just sitting there with Raekwon, and Game's in the booth spitting, and I'm listening. And I'm listening to the shit he's saying, and I'm like, holy fuck, because I know where he lives. And he said his address. I go, yo. He comes out. I go, you just gave out your real address. I know. I go, people aren't going to really know that. He goes, I know. How do you know where I live? I go, I drive past your house all the fucking time. I know where you live. He goes, okay. But I respect Game because he can spit.
Yeah.
Definitely can spit. It's fucked up that he somehow got locked out of the game.
I looked into it, bro. That's what it comes down to. You just can't disrespect Drake. I mean, you can't disrespect Dre.
Did he disrespect Drake?
Yeah, bro. He got emotional over the 50 Cent beef, and then like he went from being Dre is my idol to like Dre ain't never did nothing for me type of shit. And,
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't.
Dre
change
stops answering your phone, like phone calls after that, man. Like that dude is on some other shit. Like whenever it's crazy. I've asked B-Real many times. Every time he meets up with Dr. Dre, it's just one phone call, and there ain't no like, hey, come on this day. It's like, I'll be there. Because it's like he's hitting me up about some
Cypress
project.
had beef with somebody back in the day.
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
Oh yes, that's true.
Now they're both homies. Like we did a whole interview with them.
Yeah, and then Common had that beef with Ice Cube. That was a good one. Yeah. And then
People got beat up on that beef too, man.
and when NWA went at Cube and Cube went back, that shit was incredible.
I mean, right now, you know who is scary to beef with because he's such a troll? Is 50 Cent.
Yeah,
If
50
you
Cent's
get in
so
50
fun.
cents,
Yeah, but that's the thing. He's not going to beat you in a
eyesight-
battle. He's going to
social
beat
media.
you up on the internet.
He's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
humiliate
He'll throw
you,
you out,
bro.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
he'll throw you
more
out.
it's more like I'm gonna ridicule you, like, and that's it. Because
that'll take you down. Look what he did to Ja Rule. He bought the whole
But those
front row seats.
those
He
were-
performed in front of no one. That's
That-
embarrassing. And
that's not really the most lyrical person ever, though. He didn't. What was he gonna do? Go bar for bars with Ja Rule? Like,
Yeah, no, you're right.
he was making
Well, Ja
like
Rule's not going to go bar for bar with anybody.
Yeah,
really.
he
May
was-
go bar to bar.
he was making like love songs with Ashanti and shit, bro. Like it ain't a, you can't compare that. And then the other one, and then like at that time when he went at it with Fat Joe,
The game and Roscos went at it,
Damn,
and
I didn't know.
Roscos punched him in the face.
damn.
He got on a ladder and punched him because Ross is mad short.
That's great. Getting in a ladder and punching you is diabolical.
No, he didn't do that, but he was like, Game's a big dude. He's like 6'3". Roscos like 5'6", 5'7". Maybe.
Russell,
He's like about Ray, a little bit bigger than Ray. Fool.
Russell, what do you feel about Diddy OJing it?
Man, listen. I mean, they were trying too hard to get that RICO case. I didn't see a RICO case there either. I think they were really just reaching. And then they're trying to embarrass him with his sex life. And my son is downstairs with his aunt, but don't let him in here. Let him in the parking lot, but don't let him in the building because I don't want my son to be around this much weed smoke.
Of course. Yeah, we can wrap it up.
Yeah, no, I wanted to wrap up. But.
And then, what's I asking?
I love that the whole time, and you can't even say anything. You've endured this AC because Russell said so.
He is like this. You feel?
Yeah, like it is just like he's like the Canadian,
I got
goose-
used to it.
Even his beard went. Doink.
That shit has a little snow frostbites.
Yeah.
A couple other comments from the chat room. They super chatted. My all-time favorite, but I guess he means is Russell Indian and Chinese bargain.
Oh yes. Indians and Chinese bargain. That was 2003.
We're still doing it. I just bargained for.
Yes, dude.
today.
This guy is the fucking bargain king, bro. We took him to a weed festival, right? And
Bargaining weed prices.
oh yes, and they're already showing him the hookup. It's like, hey, bro, the homies brought you, and we don't charge them the same, so we're gonna give you the homie price. Look at this is regular price, and he's like, yeah, but. Like he's like,
got
oh, yeah. He's like, $100. And they're looking at me. He's like, bro, don't bring your boy over here.
Nah, they never looked. They gave me the deal though. They gave me the deal. Bro, who wants to pay those prices? It's
Like,
crazy.
maybe he doesn't understand what we're saying.
we all paid a little bit less. That's all I'm saying. Making fun of it.
You guys should thank Nitty. If
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, bro. Then next time I'll get the discount for you, dog. I'm not gonna let you bargain it because I was like the way you asked it. I was like, bro, this isn't the Swami, dog. You gotta.
Just gotta ask legit.
Now people are. I mean, it took a while for you to like, kind of make your way around the LA circuit, and I like that. In LA, it's one of those things where it's like you kind of have to constantly keep showing up for you to be a recognizable face. Man, it's weird as that is. That's the same thing. The same thing in the podcast game and all that stuff.
Same thing.
Just
Comedy,
consistency, bro. It's like
everything,
if you keep doing it every day in and day out, even if you don't ever make it to the Mr. Beast level, it's just like you're gonna have your fair loyal people. It's like you seen where they go, bro. All the comments that we've been from the chat room, they're right there commenting something degenerate. You know, like you know who the people that watch it.
It's true.
They do it for the people that care, not for the people that don't care. Mm-hmm. They're looking for a reason not to care about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get into the next one. Russell, how was it chilling and meeting Tech Nine?
Tech Nine's cool as shit. I met him years ago at Edmonton. I was doing an arena there, and he was performing in town the night after me. And the promoter brought him to the show, and I met him backstage. I knew who he was, but I wasn't familiar with his music at the time. And then I started listening to him. I go, he's fucking dope. And then a couple of weeks ago, the OG Muggs, not DJ Muggs, the OG Muggs. You know the OG Muggs, the fella who wears red a lot. He brought him to my house, and then I brought him to the Laugh Factory.
Damn. Tech Nine is one of those. That's legendary, bro. That fool was like before Insane Clown Posse. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was doing it. That's like when I seen fools like that when I was younger. I was like, man, I didn't know black fools get down like Kiss like that. I didn't know like that type of black fool existed because like you're in South Central, you're like, bro, this is nothing but gangbangers here, bro.
Yeah, even what's funny when he was at my house, I used to be a huge Kiss fan. I said, what gave you the paint that day? Were you a Kiss fan? He goes, yeah. And I go, look, and I had a stack of Kiss shit. He goes, oh shit, you too? I go, yep.
Nice.
Yeah, Kiss is legendary, man. That's
Yeah.
I love their
It's funny
merch
when you
game.
listen to them now, you're like, wow, they really kind of sucked. Like the songs are really bad, but I have memories to them, so I play them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nostalgia.
We have another one from Karina. Karina says, what up, E-Zone? I stayed up late for this one. Been dying to ask Russell Peters when we're going to get another old school mixtape live.
Shit, I know.
That shit was dope right in my neighborhood in Toronto.
Oh, the Toronto one. She was at the Toronto one. That shit was dope. You were there?
No.
It was dope. We had Big Daddy Kane. Me and Flavor Flav hosted it. It was nice and smooth. EPMD, Big Daddy Kane. Shit, I don't know, I'm forgetting people. I'm forgetting people, but there was others on the show.
You ever
too.
been bowling with Flavor Flav? He's a big bowler, so.
Oh, you know, Flav always asks me if I want to go bowling or if I want to go to Benihana's. Those are Flav's two favorite things.
Now wait, I mean, because we got Be Real recently into bowling, and he's like kind of getting really fucking good at it. So now Flavor Flav's like, yo, let's bowl, my boy.
You got the glove thing for your wrist and shit?
Got like, yeah, I got 3 balls. I got the
Hey,
wrist
yo.
thing and everything. yeah,
They're taking it serious. Yeah. You don't bowl? You've never been with Flavor? You never picked.
No, we hang out, but we never bowled or
Yeah, he takes it
Benihana.
serious. He takes it serious in Vegas.
Yeah, I like bowling. Like when I do it, I enjoy it, but I don't know how to fucking play. I do it because it's fun.
Do you do any sports? Golf?
Jiu-jitsu. I've been doing jiu-jitsu 9 years.
I hang out with
Eddie?
Bravo. Yeah.
Well, my teacher was Eddie's teacher.
Oh, okay.
John Jack
Yeah, John
Machado.
Jack. Yeah, of course.
On Jack.
He's
Yeah.
also my son's godfather.
Oh, your son doing jiu-jitsu yet?
Not yet.
Not
He's
yet.
only 6, but he will. He will be soon.
Russell's punched some comics in the face.
Oh, dude, I wouldn't
I
doubt it.
punched people before.
Dude, are you cool with Rogan coming up?
Yeah, well, shit. I've trained with Rogan too.
Oh yeah.
I've been on the floor getting his fucking smelly sweat on me. I got a
Texas
picture
sweat.
of me and Eddie at the Comedy Store because people kept coming up to me going, "Hey Eddie, can I take a picture?" I'm not fucking Eddie. I'll show you the photo though, and you tell me. You could see why.
Oh yeah, like I could see it.
Oh damn. That's like a really super healthy looking Eddie Bravo.
Always looking good.
I mean, he looks healthy
now he's
for
got the
sure,
gray
but
hair and the gray-
yeah, but it's like, you know, it's like look when George
Father
Lopez
time,
with black
father
hair,
time, father time.
George Lopez with gray hair is different person.
It's not
bro.
even it's the gray hair. It's this fucking ridiculous fucking messy homeless look he's trying to do. And I'm like, all right, buddy.
Einstein look.
I get mad when people have good hair and you're like, well, you wasting this.
Yeah, bro. Seriously, man.
It's not like you were a handsome man. You're doing this and it's gonna make you look, ironic. I mean,
He's
Hey,
ugly.
caveman.
George is an ugly dude.
I mean,
Let's be for real.
no woman ever flicked their bean to him. Is all.
Facts.
Funny.
All right, we got this next one from Cali Blaze. Shout out to you, Cali Blaze. Says, tell Russell I grew up in India too. Only it was called Queens, New York City. One of my favorite comedians. Respect.
He's from Jackson Heights, then. That's where they were.
Is that? I mean, have you been
That's
to
in
that
Queens.
part? Did he? Yeah, because you told me that Toronto is now Bangladesh.
No, hell no.
I know, no, but you told like
New York has all the Bangladesh people. We got all the fucking
nitties,
the Punjabs. Is
Punjabs.
Gang.
that a gunshot?
Nah, it's just fireworks.
Good, because my kid's outside. I don't want him to be.
No. Hey, we can have them walk in and they can chill in the green room if you want. They're downstairs. You know what I mean?
Sure, if somebody can walk him in.
Yeah, is Rock still here? Can you get him?
Or they might just want to chill in the car in the
Yeah.
parking lot. I don't know.
Yeah. Let me
It's
see.
him and his aunt.
And the next one comes from DJ Nem. I'm sorry, DJ Nems. Russell, what are your thoughts on the Brown Boy Nav?
I've never listened to his music, so I can't actually say anything constructive or negative.
I went to high school with him.
Oh yeah, I know he's from Rexdale, but I have met him a few times, and he was kind of aloof, and I was like, well, apparently you think you're bigger than me now. And it doesn't matter if you are bigger than me or not. The point is, I was on the radio. I had a hip hop show in Canada, me and Mastermind.
Yeah.
So I know that you paid respect to Mastermind, but I was the co-host. So let's not forget who was doing the hip hop shit before anybody else.
Yeah, man, you've always been one of these things because, listen, man. Sometimes when I have these conversations with the Be Real man, and like I'm pretty fucking blessed. Like, cause I'm not really the biggest. I love hip hop, bro, but it's kind of hard for me to be into stuff that was before my time, and I have to learn as I go along, right? But I sit in the table with like legends, fool, and sometimes they have these conversations, and the best thing I can do is just be quiet because it's Psycho Les, it's Be Real, it's a Mellow Man Ace. You got DJ FM from like Psycho Realm, or you have like Steph Tone from the Deftones. These are all rock stars, bro. And then I'm just right here. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just a podcast motherfucker in here, and they be talking about some shit, and it's cool to see that so game. But every time you get brought up, every single person, including DJ C Minus, who's a legendary DJ, will always be like, you are a real student and a hip hop, like soldier, bro. Like they have a utmost amount of respect when it comes to the hip hop.
Because I always say, without hip hop, I would just be a regular Indian guy. I don't know what I would be. I might act like a white boy. I don't know. Probably would have acted like a white boy, in all fairness.
You would have had the British accent with you.
Every
No.
time I see you, you're with multiple.
It's either
hip-hop
rappers
guys.
or fighters that
Yeah.
are usually with me.
Yeah, I
Rappers,
met-
DJs, or fighters.
I was with Izzy last time. I got to meet fucking Stylebender.
Oh, I mean, not to bring it up, but remember what happened at that jewelry store?
Oh yeah, it was fun.
What happened?
Someone tried to steal something, and Russell came in there and
Put him in an
put him
armbar.
in a little jiu-jitsu
really, yeah?
armbar. Yeah, it was really impressive.
Damn,
like, I
man.
got the clip. Yeah, that shit was. I mean,
That's crazy.
yeah, yeah,
It was a big dude too.
yeah. Well,
And I turned
Pretty
around and I
badass.
was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, but an armbar, bro. That's just come on, bro. That's just
Yeah, as soon as I locked it, he goes, "Okay." I'm like, all right, good. Okay, thank goodness for Thanks for verbally tapping. I appreciate that.
You're like
And at his
no.
wrist too, I double locked it. So
How many years you been doing jiu-jitsu?
9.
9. Okay, yeah. You can fuck somebody up or just submit him. Next
More
one.
about stopping the action from happening. Let's just stop this right now, son.
Yeah, that's kind of like every jiu-jitsu person kind of says that. Karina says, can Russell also make an appearance on the Dr. Green Thumb show? Oh, trust me, I'm gonna make that happen as soon as B Real's back because I'm tired. I gave him your number.
We do it with alcohol. He smoke, I drink.
Oh,
of
dude,
course.
yeah,
Yeah,
dude, we can
As
do
long
it.
as we get we both get fucked up, it's
No,
good.
yeah, he's yeah.
No, he smokes hella
drinks
heavy,
too.
bro,
He'll
and he
drink with
drinks
you.
too. So he'll bust out some shit.
Yeah.
Been probably like keeping away from everybody else's reach. I know where you keep those bottles, B Real. I know.
I mean, that's a good bottle of 1800 right there.
Yeah, shout out to LAFC. I mean, I just got tired of looking at it in the freezer, and I was like,
Have
you know
you
what,
have you been
tonight's
to
the night.
LAFC game?
No,
They
no.
haven't invited you.
Oh, dog, we gotta take you.
Taken. No.
Yeah.
He needs to.
No.
you need
He's
to
got
pull
to. He's
up.
got to be done up the same way
Do it-
B Real gets done
do it
up. They
right.
got to put him down there with the jersey, and and obviously B Real has to be back from tour. That way they could do it up, and then they have the legendary thing. But yeah, dude, because they do it all right there. Like
Where do they
Snoop's
play?
been there, right there on Figueroa,
The Banco Stadium.
BMO Stadium.
BMO?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it's,
Didn't that used to be? No, that was the one in Carson, I'm thinking. That used to be Home Depot.
yeah, that wasn't
Yeah.
Carson. That's in Carson, Dignity Park.
Yeah, don't go there if you're Mexican right now.
I
Yeah.
did go to a bomb-ass Peruvian spot there, though. Right by it.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely make it happen, and I know for sure we'll go down there and they'll give you your own jersey, they'll put you on the screen, and then like certain days, bro, especially if you're like a hip hop head, bro, because I know like B Real goes religiously when he's in town.
He likes
Sometimes-
soccer like that, right?
Honestly, the first time they took him, they're like, "Hey, bro, can you bring him?" And I'm like he'll do the appearance, but him coming back is gonna be either he's gonna fuck with it or he's not. But shout out to the LAFC for just being that energy.
Now, that's not the same as Galaxy.
No, that's the rival.
Okay.
That's the ops.
Fuck that.
I mean, they were last year's champions, respectfully, but they're last year's champions, respectfully. It's a rivalry. I mean, the homie over here, he's a Galaxy fan, but
I mean, but look at him.
it's a rough season for them, bro. They're in last place, but they were champions last year. But yeah,
Looks like a garden gnome with a metal shirt on. I say respectfully. And
Yeah.
that was edited out of the show.
nah, he's like that's gonna be clip. But yeah, man, salute to every.
Put a split screen with a garden gnome, though.
Another one comes from Wolf Garcia. He says, "Same team, 1 pound fish." Do you know about the 1 pound fish guy?
No.
Oh my god, bro. Dude, how do you? He's from Canada too, right?
No, he's not from Canada.
Oh, he's not
from
from
Canada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 1 pound. I mean, costing a pound?
Yeah, this Indian guy went viral. He was selling fish, and he started doing this song. He goes, 1 pound fish, very, very good, very, very cheap. And it turned into a whole fucking,
Hilarious.
and it's my theme song now.
Then when you because we were barely going through it, and like we had just seen the clip. So when you came here, we're just like, how ironic is it? And then the chat room just doesn't let you live it down. Anything Indian since you came up in here, like any of the clips, like the Indian guys singing corridos, they constantly send that. They're like, yo,
The
send this.
Punjabi guys with the
Yeah,
turbans?
yeah.
I've seen them. I passed that around, too. I'm like, look, my people are really repping right now. I told you we should be united. The Latinos and the Indians definitely need to be united.
Yeah, man.
united.
I tell
Different
these guys
tortilla, different chicken.
Imagine if the scammers got with the cartel. It's over.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It's over, bro. It's
Yeah.
over, bro. The cartel.
You
and the
gotta call-
scammers,
you gotta-
won.
You'd be violently scammed. Yeah,
They'll
fucking
send
Indian narcos?
Yeah, dude. They'll
Can you-
send you fentanyl through email.
No, dude, he's like, can you imagine the threats? Like it is like, open your bank account, sir. Like it's like I'm outside, bro. I'm pulling up. Like, yeah, they got resources, bro.
Yeah, they'll be in like taxis, but with, you know.
He tripped me out when he told me about the Indian mob. I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, there's an Indian mob.
everywhere. There's one in Canada.
And more in Vancouver, though.
Vancouver, yeah.
Toronto's trying to have that now, which is really not a good thing.
Yeah.
Because they only prey on their own people. Not that we should be preying on other people, but we shouldn't be doing that shit at all.
It's like, yo, it's gotta be equal. He's like, but you're just taking out the other Indians, just scamming them.
Yeah, no, they're just like extorting restaurants and shit.
See, bro, that's what happened in El Salvador, bro. They're just like, hey, bro, usually countries, they form a militia, and then they take it to another country. And they're like, we're going to fuck this place up. But in El Salvador, the president was like, listen, man, tourist fucking rates are down. We're getting
Tourist rates didn't exist.
Yeah, it didn't exist,
It's
bro.
now one of the safest countries in the world.
Well, I mean, not to play a little bit of devil's advocate. We're listening to
He
what the
hating
government's
on ukulele,
reporting.
bro.
No, these are world stats. They said El
Really?
Salvador's in the top 5 of safest countries to be in. Mexico's a safe country to be in?
No. Yeah, El Salvador's safer right now,
You
too.
crazy? You get killed in Mexico.
And Mexico's also known to lie about how many deaths because they hide it as lost people. If you haven't found the body, it's not a death yet.
Ah.
So there's a lot of people gone
Sneaky.
missing. Yeah,
A lot of milk jugs out there.
sneaky. Yeah, they play the numbers right. So you gotta find out what statistics you're looking at and who's making them.
No, I have a friend in El Salvador right now, and she said
It's good.
you can go anywhere, anytime. Nobody's even fucking looking at you sideways.
It is really good. Said Eileen Divine says one more. Says Russell, say my name slow. LOL. Is that, I don't know. Is she referencing? I thought she was referencing one of your jokes, but she just.
Oh, say my name.
Yeah.
It was when the guy named Mobile was fucking a girl. Say my name. Say my name. And she's like, I can't fucking click. How am I gonna say his name?
I thought she wanted you to say her name real slow.
Yeah, I know, but no. But
I was like, Aliyah.
that probably would even made her name more. The fact, yeah. Yo, man. Today has been one for the books, bro. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah,
man.
you're the biggest biggest fucking person to do this.
Well, I mean, in comic
You guys
wise,
do this to Burbank or something, though? I mean, this is a motherfucker to drive to.
wait, you're driving from like Hell of the Valley, right?
Malibu.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, god damn.
What is that? Hour? 2 hours?
But
an
I was in Beverly Hills because I had a doctor's appointment. Then I was hanging out with my daughter, and that's also why I was late. And then I had to shit. The shitting is what really made me late. Then traffic was also shit, and
Dude, shit, taking a shit, a comfortable shit is like a 20-minute ordeal.
Hey, you said that.
Easily.
Sam has a studio in Hollywood just to take a shit. Like he does one podcast out of there, and he has a whole house where he can move that over. And I'm like, why do you have this, Sam? He's like, sometimes you just need somewhere to take a shit in LA, in Hollywood. And I don't know if he's.
I've always loved Sam, and I love him more now.
There's
He's a fucking great guy.
Oh, he's
He
the
is
best.
really good.
there's
guy.
a fool who used to work like at I saw this interview. He used to work at like a Bath and Beyond, and they used to be like in an upper class like neighborhood, right? And he said that every morning there used to be all these like wives, like you just stay at home wives. They're pretty hot and shit, right? Like just coming in, and there would always be like 2 or 3 of them outside. And he would always wonder like why. And then he's like, one day he decided to make friends, and he asked them, he's like, yo, so why are you guys over here, and why do you guys always run to the restroom? Yo, my husband doesn't like me shitting in the house.
Oh my god.
Yeah, bro.
Usually, the prettier the girl, the stinkier the shit.
Oh no.
Damn, bro. That's why they're so private about it.
Oh, dude, I've known I know girls that like I'll get a hotel and I know that when they go downstairs to the lobby, that's where they took a shit because they won't take a shit in that hotel that I'm in. Which I appreciate. I don't give a fuck. Go downstairs. I don't give a fuck. Go ahead.
Keep your stinky ass downstairs.
I mean, but what are you, bro? That's messed up, bro.
I don't tell them that. That's their logic. That's their logic. They just all of us. I know they're going downstairs because they're like, I gotta be right back going to the lobby. I don't ask why, but I know why. I'm like, it's your morning
gonna take a
shit.
shit?
Like, yeah, we've been partying all night.
From the, are you gonna go? You're gonna judge girls based on fucking shit smell and not be like, yeah, you're pretty hot.
I base them on if it smells when they come back from the bathroom.
Yeah, like
Clean your ass, bitch. I'm about to have your
7.
cheeks open. I don't need fucking vapor still leaking out.
7 before
if it's
you walked
cold,
in,
the
9
steam's
when
still
you walked
coming out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, man, it'd be like that, man. Hey, but the whole podcast, let's give it up for Russell Peters for coming on the podcast, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, for
Good
real.
beats, Rock. I said good beats.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you.
Yeah, I was like, okay, what is this guy doing? He look autistic or something? I said, what's wrong with that guy? Oh, he's making beats, and I'm like, Okay, but why are they not recorded yet? Like, you just hit the beat and then it could just loop. I don't know. Yeah, you're definitely stemming, yeah. Then I put the headphones on and go, oh, this shit is dope.
You're on the spectrum.
So yeah, salute once again to Russell Peters. Thank you, Nitty, for making this happen.
Thank this guy for coming, man.
And
I
thank you for
appreciate it.
blessing
He
us
was drunk
with
when
the
he said yes, so I caught him in the right moment.
Oh, yeah.
time.
Russell's fun.
You
I'm
did.
drinking tomorrow, guys.
You did the. Oh yeah, tomorrow is like
4th
4th of July.
I'm coming.
Yeah, you are.
All right,
now.
fuck yeah.
Hey man, salute to everybody for tuning in. You got any shout outs, X?
Thank you for coming on. Go check him out. I mean, I don't even have to say that. You guys already know who he is. Hit that like button, subscribe, and go check out my podcast, XG Marks the Spot. Sam said it's the #1 podcast in the world, so go check it out.
Ask 3 Eyes. No, it's 3 Eyes.
Are you still working with George?
No, I'm not working with George anymore. Yeah.
I like George.
Oh, he's great. Yeah, George's great.
He'll be on the podcast soon. Here, I asked him. I was talking to him
It's
like
funny
2 days
because
ago.
that show that I put George on when he first got out was a big 7,000 people at the show.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
he's talked about it, how he was kind of
And
scared.
He was a little rusty. I go, no, you're fine. Just don't even think about it. You can fucking survive jail. You can survive this. He said. And my DJs at the time were starting from scratch and DJ Spin Bad. And he comes out and goes, give it up from straight from scratch and DJ Spin Off. I go, yeah, both wrong.
I messed that up, homie.
Before we're done, tell him what you called
What's
Nitty
up,
the
dog?
first time you went up on stage.
Oh, all right. Dude, this is my second time going on stage out there in Toronto, and I had barely met this fool. He greeted me with a blunt, and we're all like, "Yeah, man, I'm finally like amongst my stoner people in here, and it's the best time." And I get nervous, bro. Like, and I didn't want to read the card. Nobody had given me a card, and for some reason, he had told me his full name, Nitty Sakuja, which is I know now. Yeah, Nitty Sakuja. But he's like, yo, you could introduce me as Nitty. I don't know what made me say.
You were nervous. You were just nervous.
Give it up for Nitty. Huzzah.
I went up and I was like, this guy introduced me like he pulled me out of a hat.
And
Pulled you out of a turban.
I felt so embarrassed, but it was so, like, the crowd loved it. And then you made, like, good 10 minutes out of it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh.
I was just, like, downing that moose beer in the back. I'm just like, fuck.
Moosehead.
Yeah, Moosehead.
Moose beer.
Yeah. Not
Guy
bad.
loved Toronto. He went to Toronto, came back, and then for like 6 months was acting like the mayor of Canada. Was only promoting Canadian shit.
It was like more like 2 years, and then I
like
went to
2
Japan.
years.
All right,
And
all right.
the Japan one, his heart.
Japan's dope.
See, bro, even Russell knows, dog.
You know, the best food you'll ever eat is Japan.
Really?
No,
Yeah.
he talks about the
I've gone there
shitters.
3 times in a row, bro.
No, he talks about the shitters. He comes back and
Oh,
every
yeah, even on
time.
the fucking plane. On
the
Japan
plane?
Airlines?
Yeah, dude,
They
Japan
have the
Airlines.
Japanese toilet on
Like, he
there.
literally says he waits for, like, he'll hold a shit in right before the
Yeah,
airport.
my
like,
ass is clean, always. Regardless, but...
They have
it's better
heart
when-
pressure too, bro.
Yeah, they'll power wash your ass.
Yeah, like a mini car wash. Thank you, Ray, for running the boards as usual. Morning Shot Films, Morning Real Podcast.
For Gnome Ray.
I've never thought about looking at it as like a gnome, but
But you know which gnome? The stoner gnome. Where it looks like a gnome, but it looks just like that. A little sweaty, got the fucked up hair and beard.
the little Tommy Chong gnome. Yeah, bro. I know what you're talking about. Cheech and Chong have one, and Be Real used to have them right there. They used to be
Yeah, you know the one.
the little stoner gnomes. I wonder what happened to that shit. Thank you, Nitty. You got any shout outs?
Oh, yeah. Thank you guys for
Why
listening.
don't you promote your special, motherfucker?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Shout out to Russell. If you haven't, a lot of these guys have watched the special, but if you haven't, go watch it. Hi, I'm Nitty on YouTube.
What's it called?
Hi, I'm Nitty.
like, right now, when you're done,
Like
when you're
Hi, I'm
yeah.
Nitty.
HIGH. Hi,
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
Nitty.
I got you. Yeah, so go to YouTube, type in Hi, HIGH, I'm Nitty on YouTube. Not just watch it, like it, subscribe, do all the bullshit you got to do. Help the brother out. He needs to make some money. Just broke up with his girl. He's single. He's not even jacking off anymore.
Yeah, he had this whole discussion with my other co-host talking about this is why you shouldn't jack off,
No,
and he
I
was
said
like,
you shouldn't watch porn.
I agree with dating. The less you watch porn, the more you want to go get pussy. If you're jerking off all day, you're comfortable with that. You gotta, like, if you're
What are you
single,
jerking off to if you're not watching porn? Just memories?
Imagination, brother.
yeah, he's like memories,
Yeah, that's
bro.
very 80s of you. That's what I was doing back in the day.
Retro, brother.
Yeah, you're throwback.
Russell, you got it? Anything coming up that you want to shout out?
any
In
shows.
Raleigh, when's this airing right now?
Yes, we're live.
I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Improv this next weekend. And then I'm on the road. You just go to russellpeters.com. You'll see, or Russell Peters on Instagram. And follow me. People just go check my page and they don't follow me.
Oh, that's the worst. Yeah,
that's the
Instagram
worst.
tells us, assholes.
I got 589,000 followers, and I'm stuck there for the past 3 fucking years.
Go follow this guy. Have some respect.
You
Or
make me
somebody
feel
gonna
good.
get hurt.
Make me feel good because I can't jump anything either.
It be like that, but you get invisible.
You started
ceiling.
Instagram late too, though.
2010. I started MySpace late. 2009, 2010, yeah, around there.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure you
I'm
guys
not on TikTok though, so.
make sure you guys follow everybody on the table. Thank you, Russell, once again. Everybody hit that thumbs up, subscribe. Thank you, everybody, for the super chats. At the beginning of the next podcast, which will be next Wednesday, we will be announcing the raffle winner for today. I know we went a little bit overtime today but I know you guys are loving it. There's a lot of new stuff going on favorsbyezone.com or highandhungry.shop. I already sent you guys the email with the discount code Liberty. Make sure you guys use that at checkout. I know some of you guys have been using it already. Thank you for the purchases. Go get the windbreaker and all the new hats that I've listed up there as well. Thank you so much. Aside from that, join the Patreon as well. The We Don't Smoke the Same podcast Patreon. You get 2 extra episodes a month. You also get merch tier and a mystery box tier for different prices. And the best thing, you get access to the secret menu. So, that'll keep you high wherever you go. And with that being said, have a safe 4th. If you're out there,
My first America Day. Excited.
Nice.
Let's go.
It'll be pretty American in my house. It'll be full of Hispanics and black people.
Let's go.
it's like being in the hood, bro. But yeah, have a safe one. I don't want to hear about any. I already know one of you guys blew your hand off like 3 years ago, and I shook hands with you, and I asked you, and you told me. So I don't need to have another one. Please be safe.
The good hand.
It was like the penguin from Batman Returns.
Oh, yeah.
But just a little 3. Yeah. But
Plenty of those videos out there. Don't watch those.
yeah, I don't want any of you guys being one of those. So with that being said, I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.
Peace.